It's not the same.
Yeah.
Corporation, you want to do everything to make profit. You don't give a damn. When you pass the law, you pass the law. But in government, they got three branches. You look at ANC. Who got the money ANC? They look at Cummings. Even if you want to go against Cummings in the primary, you will get my judge and pussy. My man, when I carry you the way you broke, you kill him right there. Because there's one of the things like telling you.
So then why you think Cummings should be saying two-way when those things are going on? What should be the role of Cummings now?
Yes, Cummings need to let people to understand it's not the money. It's not about the money. If this man is better than me, carry him. But I'll tell you that not everybody can say it. Not everybody got that wisdom. Some people just put that, look, some people don't want to even settle for, I put something on the internet and say, why Cummings cannot contest the senatorial position? Everybody got pissed off. And then I made a comment and said, listen, working in a corporation and to control a government are two different things. It's not the same.
Yeah.
Corporation, you want to do everything to make profit. You don't give a damn. When you pass the law, you pass the law. But in government, they got three branches. You look at ANC. Who got the money ANC? They look at Cummings. Even if you want to go against Cummings in the primary, you will get my judge and pussy. My man, when I carry you the way you broke, you kill him right there. Because there's one of the things like telling you.
So then why you think Cummings should be saying two-way when those things are going on? What should be the role of Cummings now?
Yes, Cummings need to let people understand it's not the money. It's not about the money. If this man is better than me, carry him. But I'll tell you that not everybody can say it. Not everybody got that wisdom. Some people just put that, look, some people don't want to even settle for, I put something on the internet and say, why Cummings cannot contest the senatorial position? Everybody got pissed off. And then I made a comment and said, listen, working in a corporation and to control a government are two different things. It's not the same.
Yeah.
Corporation, you want to do everything to make profit. You don't give a damn. When you pass the law, you pass the law. But in government, they got three branches. You look at ANC. Who got the money ANC? They look at Cummings. Even if you want to go against Cummings in the primary, you will get my judge and pussy. My man, when I carry you the way you broke, you kill him right there. Because there's one of the things like telling you.
So then why you think Cummings should be saying two-way when those things are going on? What should be the role of Cummings now?
Yes, Cummings need to let people to understand it's not the money. It's not about the money. If this man is better than me, carry him. But I'll tell you that not everybody can say it. Not everybody got that wisdom. Some people just put that, look, some people don't want to even settle for, I put something on the internet and say, why Cummings cannot contest the senatorial position? Everybody got pissed off. And then I made a comment and said, listen, working in a corporation and to control a government are two different things. It's not the same.
Yeah.
Corporation, you want to do everything to make profit. You don't give a damn. When you pass the law, you pass the law. But in government, they got three branches. You look at ANC. Who got the money ANC? They look at Cummings. Even if you want to go against Cummings in the primary, you will get my judge and pussy. My man, when I carry you the way you broke, you kill him right there. Because there's one of the things like telling you.
So then why you think Cummings should be saying two-way when those things are going on? What should be the role of Cummings now?
Yes, Cummings need to let people to understand it's not the money. It's not about the money. If this man is better than me, carry him. But I'll tell you that not everybody can say it. Not everybody got that wisdom. Some people just put that, look, some people don't want to even settle for, I put something on the internet and say, why Cummings cannot contest the senatorial position? Everybody got pissed off. And then I made a comment and said, listen, working in a corporation and to control a government are two different things. It's not the same.
Yeah.
Corporation, you want to do everything to make profit. You don't give a damn. When you pass the law, you pass the law. But in government, they got three branches. You look at ANC. Who got the money ANC? They look at Cummings. Even if you want to go against Cummings in the primary, you will get my judge and pussy. My man, when I carry you the way you broke, you kill him right there. Because there's one of the things like telling you.
So then why you think Cummings should be saying two-way when those things are going on? What should be the role of Cummings now?
Yes, Cummings even settle for, I put something on the internet and say, why Cummings cannot contest the senatorial position? Everybody got pissed off. And then I made a comment and said, listen, working in a corporation and to control government are two different things. It's not the same.
Yep.
Corporation, you want to do everything to make profit. You don't give a damn. When you pass the law, you pass the law. But in government, they got three branches. You look at ANC. Who got the money ANC? They look at Cummings. Even if you want to go against Cummings in the primary, you will get my judge and pussy. My man, when I carry you the way you broke, you killed him right there. Because it's one of the things I'm telling you.
So then why you think Cummings should be saying two-way when those things are going on? What should be the role of Cummings now?
Yes, Cummings need to let people understand it's not the money. It's not about the money. If this man is better than me, carry him. But I'll tell you that not everybody can say it. Not everybody got that wisdom. Some people just put them. Look, some people don't want to even settle for. I put something on the internet and say, why Cummings cannot contest the senatorial position? Everybody got pissed off. And then I made a comment and said, listen, working in a corporation and to control government are two different things. It's not the same.
Yep.
Corporation, you want to do everything to make profit. You
Yeah.
don't give a damn. When you pass the law, you pass the law. But in government, they got three branches. You look at ANC. Who got the money ANC? They look at Cummings. Even if you want to go against Cummings in the primary, you will get my judge and pussy. My man, when I carry you the way you broke, you killed him right there. Because it's one of the things I'm telling you.
So then why you think Cummings should be saying two-way when those things are going on? What should be the role of Cummings now?
Yes, Cummings need to let people understand it's not the money. It's not about the money. If this man is better than me, carry him. But I'll tell you that not everybody can say it. Not everybody got that wisdom. Just don't want to even settle for. I put something on the internet and say, why Cummings cannot contest the senatorial position? Everybody got pissed off. And then I made a comment and said, listen, working in a corporation and to control government are two different things. It's not the same.
Yep.
Corporation, you want to do everything to make profit. You don't give a damn. When you pass the law, you people just put them. Look, some people don't want to even settle for. I put something on the internet and say, why Cummings cannot contest the senatorial position? Everybody got pissed off. And then I made a comment and said, listen, working in a corporation and to control government are two different things. It's not the same.
Yep.
Corporation, you want to do everything to make profit. You don't give a damn. When you pass the law, you pass the law. But in government, they got three branches. You look at ANC. Who got the money ANC? They look at Cummings. Even if you want to go against Cummings in the primary, you will get my judge and pussy. My man, when I carry you the way you broke, you killed him right there. Because it's one of the things I'm telling you.
So then why you think Cummings should be saying two-way when those things are going on? What should be the role of Cummings now?
Yes, Cummings need to let people understand it's not the money. It's not about the money. If this man is better than me, carry him. But I'll tell you that not everybody can say it. Not everybody got that wisdom. Some people just put them. Look, some people don't want to even settle for. I put something on the internet and say, why Cummings cannot contest the senatorial position? Everybody got pissed off. And then I made a comment and said, listen, working in a corporation and to control government are two different things. It's not the same.
Yep.
Corporation, you want to do everything to make profit. You don't give a damn. When you pass the law, you pass the law. But in government, they got three branches. better than me carry him. But I'll tell you that not everybody can say it. Not everybody can have wisdom. Some people just put their look. Some people don't want to even settle for, I put something on the internet and say, why Cummings cannot contest the senatorial position? Everybody got pissed off. And then I made a comment. I said, listen.
It's not going anywhere. The old heads that are in power to. Let me just show it to you guys quickly here. So what I just read, let me just bring this down here and show you guys this. The information you see right here, right now. So it is from this web page here. I want you to take a look at this. All right. Let me see where the camera can pick it up. All right. That's good in right here. So if you're part of the group here, Executive Mansion, this is the symbol here. This is what the person wrote here. It's from Hope in Crest, Liberia TV. And what you see right here, I got it from here. So I just want to make that reference so that you can see it. It's just a little bit blurry. I don't know what were the lenses, but that's it right there for you. All right. So I just thought to bring it here. Let me say this to you guys. There's nothing like getting tired all the time to talk about Liberia. But the question here is, how many Liberians in the diaspora or in Liberia really care about that country? If people are really concerned about Liberia, then we are ready for a change. But from what I see, maybe our collaborating partners will help us to build bridges. They will help us to build roads. But as far as our mindset to improve our country, whether it is improving the way we do things, whether it is improving the strategy to fight illiteracy, whether it is doing everything possible to ensure that we are well respected in the world, I don't see it happening in Liberia anytime soon. Yes. I do not see it happening in Liberia anytime soon. You know why? Because the next 3 to 4 generations, that is those that were born in 1960, those that were born in the 1970, so the 1960 born, let's start over. The 1960 born, that is from 61, and this is from 60 to 69, and you got in the 70 to 79, got in the 80 to 89. All that group of people that were born 1960, 1970, 1980, and 1990, 4 generations, we have to be completely out of the way of Liberia before Liberia can become a better country. This year is coming to an end now, right? Within the next 2 weeks or so, May will be done. We'll go to June. We will go to July. The year will end. We had election this year in October. But nothing going to change in that country, my brothers and sisters. That country has no hope because the people in the opposition, most of your brothers and sisters that are in this country that are doing nothing, they are the one that are making sure that Liberia does not improve. You listen to this guy who's supporting Cummings today. He got a video where he said Cummings should try to be a senatorial candidate. Cummings need to give other people chance in a primary. The question here is, did you see Cummings having any primary? And the guy who you just watched on that video, Do you see him coming back and say, hey, I said a thing here that Coming should go for primary, but Coming has not done so? Why you think he's silent? Because he's looking for a government job. He tired living here. The job he doing here is not putting him in any better position. It's what we call dead end job. So the only way he thinks he can benefit himself is to see the truth, run away from the truth, and then sit down and support the lies. But he got a video right, and I will put him in a better position. That will put him in a better position. But because he doesn't want to accept that reality, that's why he beyond Cummings today. That's why he beyond Cummings today. So nobody need to be blaming George Weah. Oh, they come here, they come stealing. When people lie to you, they are stealing from you. They are stealing your opportunity. This guy they call Monique Kishen. Yes, this guy they call Monique Kishen. This guy they call Monique Kishen. He is a strong supporter of Cummings today, right? Yes, he's a strong supporter of Cummings. But what has he done? What has he done? He has turned now to misinform the Liberian people about Mr. Cummings. Let me see something here. I thought I saw that stuff here. Just bear with me here. Where is he at? Come on, Randy. Where are you? I see you right here. I see this one. I see this one. All right, there you are. So these are all my video history here, folks. These are all my video here. All right? These are all my video.
Hi everyone. Please to come up with these topics. Guess we have God-fearing people. Tarot Taylor. So I've
People got pissed off. People got pissed off about it. But it's always now you look at ANC. Who got the money? ANC. They looking at Cummings. Even if you want to go against Cummings in the primary, you will get my judge and pussy. My man, we're not carrying you the way you broke. We're not carrying. You killed him right there. Because it's one of the things like telling you.
So then why you think Cummings should be saying two-way when those things are going on? What should be the role of Cummings now?
Yes, Cummings need to let people to understand it's not the money. It's not about the money. If this man is better than me, carry him. But I'll tell you that not everybody can say it. Not everybody can have wisdom. Some people just put that, look, some people don't want to even settle for, I put something on the internet, I say, why Cummings cannot contest the senatorial position? Everybody got pissed off. And then I made a comment, I said, listen, working in a corporation and to control a government are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same.
Yep.
Corporation, you want to do everything to make profit. You don't give a damn. When you pass the law, you pass the law. But
All right. So, guys, I mean, like I said, everyone got their show on Facebook, and many of you guys enjoy the pleasure. For me, I am looking at reality today, the behavior of today's reality, and what it poses to the future of this country called Liberia. And what I'm seeing from Liberians who are supporting the different political parties or political leaders, they are not building a sustainable future for Liberia. You see, from 1847 to 1980, there were people that were not preparing Liberia to be able to take on the 20th century. They screwed Liberia up. And from 1980 up to present, you see where the country is. Because people were only about themselves agreeing to things and not disagreeing to things. I know this is a very difficult topic because most often people will just sit down and you will sit down and listen to them and they just give you political talk, political talk, political talk, political talk. But they're not giving you the reality of life. They're not telling you the child that is 5-year-old today. By the time that child be about 15 years from now, that child should be 20 years to be getting out of high school. I mean, yeah, around high school level, going to college. And what will the future of Liberia be at that time? They're not telling you guys that. They're not telling you guys. They're just telling you guys today. And one of the frustrating things is many of your brothers and sisters back home, they are not future dreamers. They don't dream. They are not future thinkers. They don't think. Many Liberians back home, they short-sighted. They don't think about the future. If you walk up to a Liberian right now, tomorrow Saturday in Liberia, or let's say it's almost 3 a.m. Liberia time, within the next 7 hours in Liberia, it probably will be like 10 o'clock a.m. in the morning. When you walk to another Liberian right now and ask them, what's up, V? And ask them and say, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? They're going to ask you, but what are you talking about? Where do I see myself in the next 5 years? If a common Liberian cannot answer that question for you, that tells you that the country does not even have a future in the young generation. They don't have a future in the young generation. But when you ask a Liberian guy in America or other developed country, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? It's going to tell you. It's going to tell you. It's going to tell you because the society he found or she found herself in is thinking about the future, is making plans about the future. And when you have leaders in power that are thinking about the future, then you have the people in the country will also be thinking about their future. But in Liberia, no. On Facebook, no. Look at God at Tewo Gonglo. Look at God at Tewo Gonglo. Sitting down on a platform with a guy who has been indicted by the FBI. And that guy is there talking Liberian politics. And he said he wanted to be president of that country. But he got no boundary to set about people's character. He got no boundary to set about people's character. That's what Tewo Gonglo did today. He sat over there today discussing with that indictee. The man you cannot see in America, you're even standing to the Wawa that was mentioned in our recording with a cup of coffee in your hand and a bottle of water and talking with somebody. But that's the man that Liberian found so crazy about when he sit on the platform. Everybody kind of watching. You guys are really embarrassing our country. You guys are really embarrassing our country. Those who support a political leader, those who support a different platform, you guys are really bringing shame to Mama Liberia. That means we got no standard. We can even take a rapist, he can have a show and people will go and watch it. You can take a murderer, they can have their show, Liberia will go and watch it. You will take a fraudster, someone who fake credential and have been indicted. Some of you guys will still go there and sit down and go watch these people. No standard. No gold standard, no reason, no ethics, nothing. They just sit and just watch these guys. I'm disgusted about Tewo Gonglo. I'm telling you right now. You know what I said? This election, y'all will see people with no integrity. Y'all will see people with no moral value. And y'all will see people with no, what I'm looking for, moral value, ethics, and integrity. You will not see none of those things in most of the opposition politicians. Because these guys are desperate. There's nothing that's going to stop them. So they will do anything it takes. Now, we one in America here that would love to have an interview with Mr. Witherspoon. There is not a single journalist in this country that will sit across Mr. Witherspoon to ask him, how did you manage to cheat and trick this government? That would be the first question. But to see God tell going over there and sitting down over there, it just go to show that there's no integrity in our country, my friend. There's no integrity. It's like you play a game with no rules. That's how Liberia has become. A country of no rules, no regulation, nothing. Nothing. And this is just sad for our country, my friend. This is just sad. It's just sad. But many people will not see it today. But what I would tell you, when you see Ghana improving, don't get vexed. When you see Sierra Leone improving, don't get vexed. Because we are not thinkers. We don't envision things. We wouldn't listen to things. We have no standard of measuring things. That's how we are. So never blame Ghana for making progress. Don't say, oh, look at the Ghanaians. Oh, I know. The issue today that we see affecting us is even coming from many of you guys. I mean, those guys who sit on the different platform and listen to these guys that you call your talk show hosts. They are not helping you guys. Because when we see things in Liberia, the way it went and happens, and nobody say anything to say, oh, I think this was wrong, and let's make it right. Nobody. When some of us see this thing there, we can just conclude that that country not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. I can guarantee you, it's not going anywhere. The old heads that are in power today, and if you think that they want to get rid of George Weah and get to power, if that ever happened in your dream, that when some of you guys will regret why your parents born you or why you became Liberian. These are hungry guys then behind the ANC and the CPP. Very, very hungry guys. They got absolutely no plan, nothing whatsoever. Their only prayer is to get their leader in power so they can go and grab their own and steal. That's what it is. Do you think anyone in America here who is in politics will go and sit down with Stanton Witherspoon and have a conversation? You will be voted out of office based on your acquaintance or association with Mr. Witherspoon in this country, because he is a very bad influence. This is a guy who decided to take shortcut. But on the Liberian platform, trust me, he just there enjoying himself, polluting the minds of young Liberians, making them to feel that what he did is okay. And that's why I'm here and I'm speaking to your government official. And none of them even going to say, you know what, thanks but no thanks. I will go another way, but not your way. But if he was in America here as an official, he would not go on that platform. He will not go on that platform. He will not go on our platform. You see, everything we do, that somebody said, we got no moral value, we got no ethics, and we have no integrity. This is not just applicable to government officials. It's applicable to us, our selection of choices as to what we want to watch. You got a guy who is completely indicted here. He hasn't been set free yet. And you get that brother sitting and they listen to him. Yeah, the man makes sense. This is a man who defraud people in America here that is looking at 20 years in jail. And then some of you guys sitting there, yeah, I enjoyed that man today. I enjoyed Mr. Witherspoon today. Are you really kidding me? Really? Really? Your brothers and sisters, then you need to help them. These guys that take their time and go waste it on that, you need to help them, folks. Y'all go help them. You really need to help them. Our country came out from 1847 with no moral standard, no ethical standard, and no integrity. We do things in our country with none of those things as our guide to say this thing is wrong. To figure Liberia problem out, just look at the behavior and the content and behavior in which things are done, or the way in which things are done. That's how you will get to know. That's how you will get to know that we're nobody in this world. We are nobody. Yes, but what can we do? The younger generation today, they are not educated enough to make sound decisions, to have very frank conversation. They don't have it. They don't have it. The appetite for Facebook talk show is to either come and start to say negative thing politically, positive thing politically, then you get a crowd. But when it comes to looking at sustainable future, what are some of the components, what are the character we need to have now to have a sustainable future? People will just come with their phone. What have been talking about? I remember that Mr. Mr. Know It All. Let's come to the other thing. When you start giving people a name, then it becomes a problem. When you see what Mr. Cummings did, no primary, no debate, nobody understand. And then when you listen to him say, we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. Do you really see sense? Do you really think, do you see any good value in Cummings? When President Todman served in our country for 27 years, every time he turned over, they would say by general consensus, Mr. Todman is reaffirmed again. That's the same thing Cummings is doing. The man said he came, we can't keep doing the same thing over and over after he arrived. But let him there today. Going to a convention. Never had a primary to say, yes, Cummings got some good people that can debate. But everything was given to Cummings today. Everything. That's what the people did. They gave him everything. Do you really see any change that will come to Liberia from Cummings and Boka? Do you see any change that will come from Liberia? When they're doing far more worse than what their predecessor then did. Not even taking shower to cleanse himself of the things that he said we have been doing. To take a political shower. It breaks my heart, guys. It breaks my heart. I've never imagined in my life that I would be here today after all the years that I have been on the face of the planet in the 21st century, where you have roughly about 7 more years to 2030 to see where we are today with our decision that determine the future of our country, to see our political leaders misleading our people, setting bad example. You have a democratic system of governance, a democratic system of selection and election, and none of them following the rules. They use the name primary, they use the name convention, and when they go out there and people raise their hand. The Unity Party, the ANC, they are no different from the True Wheat Party. Remember the True Wheat Party of Todman that was in power for 27 years? That's how they ran the government. They never introduced any primary. They never introduced any convention. Because these activities are associated with running a system of governance through the eyes of democracy. Cummings sat down for 5 years, never planned to say we're going to have our primary with the debate and discuss the various issue, so that the Liberian people can see that we can keep doing the same thing. Or let us teach the younger generation that for anyone to be elected, they must participate in a primary. Let the political party people get to see how good that person is before they can all vote for that person in secret ballot and say, you are now our political leader or candidate to go in a selection. Nothing. Do you hear the comments people talking now? Are you hearing the comments people talking? No. They're not going to say anything. These are the people when they get into power. You think they're going to listen to you? When even among themselves, anything their leaders say, they just agree. You know, the guy, comical guys from Nigeria that always were talking the video. The other guy can say, God have mercy. God have mercy. Let me try to imitate the guy. God have mercy upon us. And I don't have a very good accent like the Nigerian, but I will try. But I think if I can try to be like he say, God have mercy on us. That's how we are. We got no ethics in our country, no value in our country whatsoever. Nothing. Mr. Comey is nothing but a practical example of what many people have been saying. Perhaps some of you guys heard it today. Why people leave from America and come to Liberia and join the same old bandwagon of doing the wrong thing? What was so hard for Mr. Cummings to call for a primary so that they can discuss the issue among friends? But they just went there and said, so say one, so say all. Mr. Cummings is not the president. I mean the presidential candidate. So he can now go on now to go select whoever he wants. I'm hearing that they say he won't go for Chad Walker Bronsky. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But my brothers and sisters, I'm telling you, why it is true that Mr. We are trying to bring hope to Liberia, that hope will not be sustained. After he leave office, whoever gets in there, they're going to make the country far worse than why it is today. They will make the country far worse than why it is today. The biggest disappointment is in Mr. Cummings, who is in Nimba County, never had a primary to see who can succeed. Like I said to you guys today, George Weah CDC is the best. Because George Weah in 2011 was considered to be a secondary leader. They brushed him by the wayside and they brought in Winston Totman. But when you see Boca, who was vice president for 12 years, you imagine that he understands the democratic rules, right? But Boca, the first person that said nobody would compete with him in our party. He is the absolute standard bearer. He lose today, he stay the party leader. Election come tomorrow, he's still going to be the candidate. One real life example, Chad Walker Bronsky did the same thing until he died. Nobody succeeded him. That's the country we got today, folks. That is the country we got. But hey, guys, listen here. Tomorrow is Saturday. I need to get enough rest. And then we'll be back here tomorrow to discuss about Mr. Cummings' choice. If it is true that he's going to pick Mr. Chad Walker Bronsky's daughter. That's an interesting one that we'll discuss tomorrow. That's an interesting one we'll talk tomorrow. So by the time we wake up on this side of the country, I don't know by then whether Mr. Cummings will already name his vice presidential running mate. But remember, that process was never fair. Mr. Cummings did not have any primary. You don't know his issue that he's concerned about. He got nothing. Absolutely nothing. So we'll be back here tomorrow, guys. Enjoy the video that I posted out there. Man, I can't believe it, that video ever. Gentlemen, President Weah addressed Mr. What the name I call himself? Mr. Lifestyle. That video is trending so fast that it had now reached up to 11,000 people. Very, very powerful message that Mr. Weah presented against Mr. Cummings. I love that. I love that. And that message resonated with the common people on the ground. And that's why he's very good at what he does. So, guys, thank you so much. I had to go and take a rest now. All right. And then we'll be back here. God willing, we'll be back here. Full blast tomorrow. We probably must start around 9, running up to 12. I mean, to 10 or 11. And then we'll break. But I can guarantee you, by God's grace, we're not going anywhere. It's going to be Saturday. All we pray for is long life. Once God wake me up, God wakes you up. We'll be back here 9 a.m. in the morning discussing more and more. Yes. Until then, God bless you guys. Thank you guys so much. It's Friday. Wherever you are enjoying yourself, go enjoy yourself. Just be safe out there. God bless you guys. Say hi to your family. I'm out of here. See you when I appear again. Bye-bye.
Hello and welcome to this special interview with the Liberian Journal magazine. I'm here with my colleague, Abdullah Kiatama, and Ralph Tolbert. My name is James Kwala. We're here with Ambassador George Weah, a leading political figure in Liberia, and he's here in Minnesota during the ongoing convention of the Center of Democratic Change in the USA. Welcome to our interview, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're here for a convention. Tell me exactly what does this convention mean to you?
But it's important that all our chapter, I mean, most especially our auxiliaries here in the U.S. Have a convention because we need to put our officers in place, people that way promote the image of the party, and so it's important that we put a structure. So that's why the convention was important. Just flew from Monrovia, came here because we have to support the convention because we wanted to have an organizational structure. So it's important to us because having an organizational structure is important to the entire CDC body. CDC, both Monrovia and the USA. So I think that was important for our people to be organized.
The convention started yesterday. Today is day 2. Plenary was yesterday. Today is workshop and voting. How far is the process, and how do you feel about the process so far?
Well, I think you saw the debate, what you were part of as a moderator. I think that we've been here for 2 days now, and it's been very great. It's been very good, and I'm glad I ought to come back to Minnesota after all the years, to see you, see our good friend Abdullah. But again, it was a good exchange, where people come forward to put forward their, the capability to show leadership, to let people know that they can build confidence in them. And it was important that we always need a beautiful debate, and that what the convention is all about, to sell ourselves. And we petition by people, and then we come to convince them that we are the people that they are selected to run the Shiba affairs, and we have to convince them.
Let me sidetrack from the convention and speak to a very specific and crucial issue that is unfolding in Liberia, specifically as it relates to your party. Recently, the Secretary General of the CDC, Eugene Nambwe, traveled with President Sirleaf to the United States when she was visiting with President Obama. There are rumors in Monrovia that there is a political undertone when it comes to his travel with Madame Sirleaf, meaning that there was some monetary undertone. It happens in 2005 when you traveled with the government to the donors conference. You were attacked, and there was rumors in Monrovia also about you getting some money. How true is it? Can you speak to that issue?
Well, in 2005, when I traveled with the government, I traveled in the interest of the Liberian people in our country. We were coming to a donor conference, and being the leader of the major political party, and I needed to go there to solicit with the government to help our country. I think it was a beautiful thing. A lot of political parties felt that they criticized the government at that time, that they were not going to the donor conference. But I went based on our meetings, our executive meeting, and then we decided to go and then help the Liberian government to solicit funds to rebuild our country. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. In that vein, Eugene Nambwe this year came with the government, to help and let people know that that's why we are opponent, political opponent. But again, any good thing for the country is important. So Eugene came, but that's the routine. Every time the government traveling, they will invite one leader of a political party. So this time it was us. But again, you know that we're in political time, and people want to, delve into our strength and thinking that by saying negative things about the stand above the biggest political party, the People Party, it will bring down our strength, But I think that's the wrong thing to do, because the people that I work with, the people that I represent, they know my character, they know I have a credibility at stake, they know I've served them before, and they have confidence in me. Like I said.
Mr. Weah, because the CDC is a grassroots party, because the people believe in grassroots development, can you assure them that the rumor that has been circulating is untrue and that they can still uphold that value to the CDC, that there is no monetary undertone when it comes to Mr. Nangwe's travel with Madam Salib?
Well, definitely, like I told you, there will be no way I will compromise the people's desire for change, for anything. If I ever did that, then I as might well recuse myself from politics. I brought all my resources on board, and I brought my energy. And I put everything forward for the people. I don't think I will compromise that. I think it's a good thing. The fact that CDC is established. This is one of the first things that ever happened to the grassroots people. We saw back of my few times. But this is great. This is a revolution. This is a new generation emerging. To show to the world that they acquire all the knowledge, and then they can implement it by governing their own country, by promoting the image of the country, bringing back the credibility that's lost, and then to develop their country. I think that's one of the best things, and I want to be part of that process. I don't think I want to jeopardize that, because if anything happens, that the good will come to Liberia through CDC government, I will be part of it. So that the principle CDC was established on, transparency and accountability. There's no way, that I will come, and compromise the life of the people for my own personal aggrandizement. It's never been, and it will never be. But again, I don't want to criticize the fourth estate, but one of the kind of stories being put out there, the person that put it have to substantiate, have to corroborate that story. But I don't want to give it relevance, because I know, even Ellen Johnson herself know, I would never ever sit with her and negotiate money. The first time I sat with Ellen Johnson during the 2005 elections, and what we talk about is that the election was fraudulent, and we sat down, we spoke, about in the interest of the people, we must leave the whole thing, that'll move on, after 15 years of civil crisis. And a lot of people accuse me of taking $5 million, to give the results. But again, Kwada, when you work in the interest of the people and you do the right thing, people always criticize. But I know deep down in my heart that I've never taken a penny from anybody to compromise and our people's life.
So you still maintain your claims that the elections of 2005 were fraudulent?
Well, definitely, the Election Commission said it. They said that, yes, there was some fraud, but they can't override the decision. So while we're saying that for the sake of peace, we're gonna move on. But at the end of the day, you can say that somebody steals something, but what they stole is little. I mean, stealing is stealing. Like we're talking about corruption today. If somebody take $50,000 in the government coffer, then you're gonna say because it's 50,000, so it's not big. So they'll forget about it, and then they can't override. No, once you steal, you steal. They don't have big and small stealing. So I think the fact that the Election Commission said that there was fraud, and nobody can override the decision, then I maintain that the election results were not free and fair.
Okay, finally, it has been rumored in Monrovia and other circles that there is a pending merger between the CDC and the Unity Party.
Like I said in there, we the biggest political movement. We are the opposition. When you talk about Derby, we are the team that goes to Derby with Unity Party. If we join Unity Party, then there will be no competition. Then we'll narrow the competition. And but what we do is to participate in the political process by engaging political parties. Even the government, we express our views, our people views, how they feel to the government, but it's not to join them. And also, all of the other political parties we've been talking to, yes, we're trying to form an alliance, we're trying to collaborate. Yeah, but we're working towards it. That's why we formed a secretariat for all the parties to come. That what you saw in the by-elections, after we won the first round and then we had to go, we had to solicit from all the political parties. And I think to build a team is important because it's a win-win-win situation. So that our method of engaging with political party is to make sure that they come on board so we can move the country forward.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing over there? And welcome to this special podcast with me, Jay Randy here. And thank you so much. Just share the video. That's all I ask of you. Just share the video, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see here. Let me make the adjustment here. Here, let's see here. Jay Randy, don't be putting your hands on the camera like that. Okay. Yeah, let's see who want to be the first here today. All right, so let's see. I see people jumping on here right now. All right, Ali Bakayako is the first person on my list here this evening. And let me say hi to you there, Ali Bakayako. Thank you so much for joining me here. Abba Mamulu, yes, is the second person on the list. I know that the number is increasing, but from what I can see here, and then Aaron Turbot. Aaron Turbot, I got all your email and stuff like that. Your text messages. I know you guys are busy, so if I don't get to see you for a while, it's not anything big. Yeah, it's not anything big. Most especially during the holiday season, people are trying to catch up with old friends and other things. How you doing there, Peter White? Welcome to the show. Welcome to every one of you guys here, and thank you. This is just a special broadcast because a holiday season. Normally, I will be with the kids doing their homework during the time like this. St. Cloud University, yes, one of the best schools in the U.S. St. Cloud, St. Thomas, in the Minnesota area, there, one of the best place. And thank you so much for watching from that end. Good. So please share the video here. So yeah, like I was saying, it's usually on Wednesday and Thursday, I usually take the time to have my kids with their homework, just like you guys. But as you know, the year is winding down, holidays fast approaching, and schools are closing. So what the heck I have to lose just to come here and sit down here, and do the best I can. So let me say hi to every one of you guys. Welcome. This is Jay Randy here. This is the platform where we come to exchange knowledge, information to improve and increase our awareness on the social, political, and other challenges in our country. And we do it here with respect for each other. We don't bring feelings into our mess here. So when you get your feelings, take a deep breath, get a cold water drink, and then come here, because here we speak on the issue, and we don't feel that your feelings should be something that we should appreciate here because of how you think things should be. No, so we don't believe in empathy gap here. All right, so let me just start to share the video here, and then we'll start the show and see what we can do here. All right, so let's see here. So guys, I would appreciate if you can just take your time and share the video as well. I would definitely appreciate you for that. So let me start mine here. All right, so let's do here. I see the following on the show has increased. Thank you guys so much for believing in this platform. All right, so thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. Yes, I really appreciate you guys for doing what you're doing. All right, so yes, I really appreciate you guys. So let me share my side of the video here. All right, let me share my side of the video here. Okay, so I'm sharing here. There are too many groups here, and I cannot keep up with these groups because they keep add him into different groups. And the way Facebook is structured, you have to single-handedly like share the post or the podcast to each group, and it's very tiring. It is very, very challenging because you have to do it one at a time, and you don't want to leave any of the platform and that feed you with information and stuff like that. There are some that don't want to share the post because of their political affiliation, but that's up to them. I don't know how they want to run their politics. We're just getting favor from one person and not from every Liberian. So let me say hi to all who are here. Thank you guys so much for taking your time. I'm not going to hold you guys up. We're going to do this thing for 1 hour only, and I think we started around 7:36, so we'll probably go up to 8:36. Yes, 8:40, depending on how this stuff goes. All right. Okay, so let's see. I'm still sharing here. There are a lot of people here. I cannot share with everyone, and I'll just share it on my page so that you can join me on that side. And see, I just saw the screen. I saw Sacodino here. How you doing there, Sacodino? Thank you so much for tuning in as always. This is a special podcast here, and I appreciate every one of you guys for taking your time out tonight. Thank you again. Today I'm just switching from the other side of the office area because I feel boring. All right, so here I'm sitting on a stool. On that side, I'm sitting in the chair over there. So thank you. Where is my man Spia? I think Spia posted something today that he was scheduled to see the orthopedist. So Spia, I want to wish you a speedy recovery as you go through your process. I pray that God be with you and let God heal you, let God bless you. And to every one of you guys, and pray for your health, pray for good opportunity come next year, so we can continue to do this. My goal here is to make sure that everybody in good health, including myself, so that we can have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful conversation. Yes, I love that. Yes, so let's do the best here. So what this special broadcast is all about here? One, is to spew out the rumors going around. If you're in the opposition and you come on the platform here, as long as you maintain a civil conversation, that's fine. If you are part of the pro-government, once you come here, you maintain a civil conversation, you will also remain here. What am I saying in regards to that? I will support anyone who makes sense, and I will criticize anyone who doesn't make sense. There are people who will look at what I do because it's not in their corner. They will say, oh, the men belong to that party. But I want you to understand this. These very people who are making these feelings comments, because they're coming a bit on feelings of not getting satisfaction from me. They will come and say, oh, Jay Reddy this simply because I'm not talking for them. But you will know that in the past, I did talk for them. But this time around, I'm challenging them to the bone. Yes, holding the government accountable, holding opposition accountable, and holding every one of them accountable. So thank you guys so much for the opportunity here. I see there are a lot of people here coming to watch here, and I'm so excited to meet you guys. Let's come here and do our internet. Claratown, wow, Claratown in the house, man. Look, I was in Claratown doing the April, no, the how they call the war here. The Autopause War, yes. I was in Claratown. Yeah, Claratown. That's a very nice place. And it really represents, nice in the sense that it represents the core of the condition that people face in our country. So Claratown in the house, yeah. Thank you very much, Claratown in the house, representing. Share among your friends and share among your friends, am I right? So again, I'm here to say hi to every one of you guys. Let me see some questions coming up here. I was happy to meet you. Oh, Jabja, yeah. Yeah, Jabja, yeah, Jabja. Thank you. Also, a pleasure to meet you too. Yes, pleasure to meet you. I think now you know how I look now, so that's good. That's good. So I'm honored to meet you too. Yes, I'm honored to meet you, and I'm very excited. And maybe we could do it again. Meet every one of you guys, and I would love to come to you guys, programs and stuff just to observe, get to meet people, because this time the in person is limited nowadays due to COVID, but thank God that COVID, the Omicron, and I just saw another one coming out the future, and they come and then they go. But when the opportunity presents itself, well, we need to just meet each other, fine. Let me say a big thank you. I'm going to start from the top to the bottom. Usually I start from bottom up, but let's start from the top. And as the president went down his visit to the United States, I would like to say thank you so much, Mr. President. I think from what I saw, and the president interaction with the people, I'm very happy to see that, because there are things people have been saying of the president. And let me make this straight. Since I campaigned for George Weah to be elected as president, I never had the opportunity to reach to him and say hi. And I never had the opportunity to talk with him on the phone or whatsoever. But whatever he decides to do is up to him. I had done my part already. And in the book of, I think Romans, Peter said, I have fought a good fight. I have fought a fight of faith. I had done my part. And, campaign for him. He got elected. And that's how the game goes. And, you win, you bring new people around you, you go. But for me, I still remain in the position of providing constructive criticism. Will I ever get to meet him again or ever be somewhere where he is? I don't know, but I just hope and pray that it will happen again. But I will take away this time that I did go to DC and managed to see him from a not too distant. And that's something that I'm very grateful to God for because of that opportunity. Not many people got such an opportunity. I had the opportunity to meet with him, sit with him in 2012. We took photos. This time around, it's different because of the condition he finds himself in. But you know why? I am who I am, and that's it. The democracy that we all find ourselves in today gave us the opportunity to express ourselves in a way as long as it does not cause any danger or pose any danger to someone. But the opposition always feel that, and when you express yourself, as long it hurts their feeling, they see it as some form of retaliation to come after you. And I don't care for them because they are good for nothing people. Good for nothing people. Yes. So, Mr. President, as you leave the country of the United States, thank you so much for taking your time to meet us. What's up, Mo? You taking your time here to meet with us here. We appreciate you. The people of Liberia appreciate you. The people back home also appreciate you. 2023 will be the major decision making. Whatever decision the Liberian people come up with, they know what you have done. They are seeing it. It wouldn't be up to them. But thank you so much for the opportunity. Let me say thank you to President Biden for giving Mr. Weah, an all-African president, a president in the United States here. That's something that just couldn't happen. I don't think it happened during the Trump administration. But with Biden, he tend to bring that team back. So you see, every political party in the country got their domestic and international policy. Obama started with the whole African summit. I think during the Trump time, it never happens. I think it did happen, but it was because I remember Ellen Johnson said he meeting Trump. I don't know what. I think it was at the United Nations. I stand to be corrected. But now at the African summit, because I don't think Republicans are big on the African summit thing, or because Obama started it. And normally the Republicans, Donald Trump people, they just like to add way back Liberian people. And now the Salisa started, open started, Salisa closer, or Salisa started, open closer, something like that we used to recite in Liberia as far as soccer goes. And but again, I would like to say thank you to all the good people of Liberia who, went to that location and who even thanked the people of the United States for giving us. So the president of the United States had made a promise to make $2 billion aid and other fund to Africa. And one thing I really want to take away from Mr. Biden, I think I shared the post with you guys. He spoke about global hunger, food scarcity, and food security rather. We all now know that the issue of the unprovoked attack in Ukraine, the Omicron, the COVID, Ebola, all these things have affected many African countries and the global world as a whole. So Mr. Biden clearly stated that today. You imagine a guy that comes a good for nothing individual, guy that Joe Parker, another good for nothing individual, that they would take the time and listen. But their politics is not about enlightening the minds or educating the people about the issue. Their politics is about misleading the people and lying to the people. if you go on the warehouse page, you will see photo of Mr. Weir and Mr. Biden. If you go on Mr. Biden Facebook page, because I subscribe to Mr. Biden Facebook page, by the time he comes out to say anything, boom, I'm getting it. It's not only the African Summit, but because I follow the Biden page itself, that's the Joseph Biden Facebook page, I follow it whenever he comes on, and I will get that alert. And that's why today, if you saw me sharing that, and closing remarks from the president today of the United States, is because I get the alert. And and when you go on there, you see photo of the president of Liberia and other president taking photo with the president of the United States. But opposition still don't believe it. And that's the lies and dishonesty that I don't like about them, because they never want to be honest in their political strife. They don't want to say, you know what, this thing is real. But that's not what we concern ourselves with. It is wanting to acknowledge a real photo image, but find something else to discuss. You can say, look, the photo is real. I'm not going to waste my time. Let's see what they visit me. What are the issues on the ground? But when you start misleading the people about, oh, the photo did, you're creating a distraction for yourself, because the same people who you trying to convince, they will go out to the other people too to say, is it true? Then in the process of that, you losing your focus. You guys are good for nothing people. You're fucked up. Yeah, you're fucked up. And take your mind on miscellaneous things and put your mind on issue to educate the people. But you guys are just fucked up. And who you guys are just fucked up. And posting picture, yeah, Trinity, yeah, Trinity. Look, that Photoshop thing that we did it during the 2017 election, we dirty Mr. Cummings, we finished with him. Nobody can bring. You think Joe we are just get ready and go put Photoshop online, or somebody will just get ready who? No, come on. Some of you guys need to be, you need to be real with yourself, man. I just see opposition passing all around. You go on the warehouse page, they see the photo there, then they come back. That's what I call a skeleton lie, Their lies is not the flesh or the bone. Their lie is skeleton lie. Have you ever heard of skeleton lie? It's a lie that you can see the bone in it. It makes no sense. So that is called a skeleton lie. And skeleton lie is a lie that ain't got nothing covering it. You can see it. That's the kind of lie they presented to the Liberian people here. But it is a battle between good and evil, because one thing I would say here, we Liberians got to be very, very careful, how we follow the different platform here, because some of the guys believe that Liberians are not smart, so they will get want to lie to them and fool them all the time. And because in their mind they feel that there is no shortage in Liberia. And how you can, sometimes how you get food shortage, you get maybe water shortage. Some of the opposition guys feel that the ignorance mind in our country, there is no shortage to the ignorant mind in our country. They feel that there are a lot of people who are still ignorant, and the inventory of the ignorance mind in Liberia is not going down. So they tend to use that in order to fool the people. But we are here to expose them and embarrass them. So back to the president. Thank you so much, Mr. President, as you take your bon voyage. Yes, back to Liberia. We wish you well, and we wish you everything. Now, people will kind of say, oh, the man President Joey, I know. They call it professional courtesy, because some of you guys are good for nothing people from the opposition. You're good to where as soon as you're clock in, they say, yeah, you're go stay there for the rest of the time. No. For me, I don't do that. We meet people, we discuss with good people. So we have what we call the human side of people. We have what we call IKEA. And IKEA is an acronym for so many things. That is why I'm extending this thing to the president. It can be anybody that can come to be president in the country, from Liberia in this country here. If the opportunity presents itself, I will go and see what that person is all about, and I will come and say it. Like I said, if Parker does the right thing, I will praise him. If Comey does the right thing, I will praise him. But I don't find nothing good he got there done. Comey still got a balance on his lie sheet that he need to get rid of. Because Cummings got ready, he told the people that, I am a Liberian, I will always be a Liberian. But Mr. Weir just told the people the other day at the African Summit that he had passed a bill that provides dual citizenship. So what Cummings lying about that shit? That's like you guys. What Cummings lying about that shit? Mr. Weir even at the Sunday that he asking Liberian to go back home to register and vote. So why will Comey be lying at that? Why will Comey be lying at that? All right? Why will Comey be lying at that? You see, not everything you got to be opposed to. When the whole dual citizenship come on, Comey should have said, you know what, I support dual citizenship. I think it will help us along the way. But he just tried to lie over the whole goddamn thing. All right? But that's who he is. Until he started to tell the truth, there is nothing wrong with me associating myself with Comey from the beginning. But what I dislike about his behavior is the lies, the desperation that equate to dishonesty. All right? I will never accept to work with Cummings if he keep Louis Brown and in his party. No. If you are a female or a male and something bad ever happened to you, when you see that thing, you get a flashback. That's how I want you to think about this guy they call Louis Brown Daniel Chia. There are certain things in life that will psychologically break you down. And when people engage in those things and don't care about, the time you're supposed to express your feelings, you don't express your feelings. In this country here, when people suffer from abuse and other stuff, they tend to black out that area by taking those things away from that person's side so they can live a better life. These guys that Mr. Cummings bringing in our party, you see their behavior today. But some of you guys are so support blind that you don't get to see what some of us see here. Only in the end, when you do the political diagnostic or the political examination, that the guy has infected you and your party with a bad sense of dislikeness, that when you will realize it, because you're fucked up. You're fucked up. You're in Cummings, Booker, all of you fucked up. You don't see things from the distance. You guys do not have a cascade brain to see things through people's behavior to understand. You guys do not have the MRI vision to see things and try to process it in your mind. Some of us come here to help you guys. You don't want to answer. And all I can say to you guys, you're fucked up. You're fucked up because those guys will fuck your party up. So thanks to every one of you guys. Now, you see, there are two things happening here now. And I want you guys to take this from me now. You see the ANC party? The ANC party got what we call internal struggle, power struggle. Internal power struggle right now. Yes. The ANC/CPP is having an internal power struggle because Mr. Cummings had made one of the baddest decision or worst decision, all because this man come from the Coca-Cola company with no experience. Nowadays, how often do you hear Musa Bedete talking too much? No. Musa Bedete is not talking too much nowadays. Why? Because Mr. Cummings has brought in some political ruffians. Yes, political ruffians. Hey, Google, what is the meaning of ruffians?
Here's the definition of ruffian: a violent criminal or troublemaker.
Thank you very much. Those are the people that he brought into the party. Political ruffians. They are violent people. They are troublemakers. So what do you see today since Louis Brown took over the party? Everything is all aggressive behavior. But Mr. Cummings always said to predict a good person performance or behavior, you should look at their past, right? Now, disagree with me all you want. I'm guided by certain principles. And here how I'm going to apply the principles. Mr. Cummings said we can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. What have you done in your life? Each and every one of you guys watching me here now. What have you done in your life that you just look at yourself and say, I will not repeat that thing again. Liberian, we are very gullible, so that word never is rarely used by you guys. It's a very expensive word to use, never. But the dollar store warrior always use is not. I will not do that. So let's take the dollar store word and use it. What have you done? All right? What have you done? Somebody say, I know you. So send somebody in the TV, bro. You see, the person getting says that shit don't get it to know because I'm hitting some kind of sensitive area that I very ticklish. You say, yeah, you still say somebody in the TV room. And you bet you will be absolutely right. Someone else will still go in the TV room right now Thank you very much. Because you see, this person here getting to understand why really can trickle and people feel he getting to understand that he say, yeah, I think I know what Jay Rennie does sometimes that get under people feeling. And as soon as they pop up, he just put it in the TV room. So thank you for that. Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. And yeah, if I were a criminal person, thank you very much. So as I was saying, you see, let me go back to Musa Bedede, right? Since Mr. Louis Brown came into this whole party thing, he has silenced Musa Bedede now. Musa Bedede is quiet, so he contemplating now because Mr. Comey had brought in political ruffians. These guys got no regard for rule of law, for peace, nothing. All they want to see is just people running in the street all around, knocking old cop around and disturbing things. That's why Louis Brown knows it very, 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 very well. Yes, that's why he knows very well. Now, that is the first component. So he comes in there now. He don't believe that there are people in there who honor the political party preference called seniority, right? People who are there as people who been there to have respect for them. No. But commies think that by bringing this guy in, he's only going to be playing or offense. That means attacking the opposition. But Comey doesn't understand that Louis Brown bringing him to the party is not for Louis Brown to play offensive politics. Louis Brown is coming to also play defensive politics internally to silence these other guys that are in the party. That is Louis Brown's vision. But Cummings, knowing who he is, now a smart guy, came from a company where he did not do too well because the role he played. He doesn't have that ability. And Cummings is new to government. Cummings is not someone who worked in the government in the past. He just got lucky when he got out of college back in the days. They all came on a scholarship here and just remained here after the war. And then the regular ride they started. So he got nothing here. So what Louis Brown is doing right now is he's in the party. He's taking control. But his control is at a very low pace. That's why you see everything now. He's running everything. But he thinks that idea will work. All right? He thinks that idea will work. But that idea will not work because this is a new era and this is a new generation. You see, Louis Brown is someone who is noted for making noise, disturbing, and getting position. He did that with Ellen Johnson study, to show you that follow history. I'm not talking about the good for nothing, insignificant people who standing around here. They know nothing. Absolutely nothing, and nothing. They got absolutely no clue about what I'm saying here right now. They are good for nothing. But you ask them when you got into politics, they'll tell you, oh, because my friend told me to join, that why I joined. These are insignificant people. Don't waste your time behind them. Yes. Yes. Don't waste your time behind them. Yes. Somebody said there is no comfort in the truth. All right. Well, I don't know what you mean by comfort or Sarah. All right. So here's the thing here now. So yeah, what happened here now, right? So Louis Brown came from an unemployment line. All right. Yeah, a Louis Brown strategy. And I'm only here to tell you, because you see, when people put love into politics, they don't have an open mind. That means their mind is like a one-way street. When you love something, it becomes very difficult for you to see what other people see. Yes. Now, but when you look at it through the eyes of transparency, you will see it. That's why I said in the initial stage that librarians need to have a CAT-scan brain, a CAT-scan vision, as well as an MRI, eyes and brain. Other than that, you can't see it. So they are politically blind to what I'm about to say. But if they are trying to understand what I'm saying, because they're going to lose. ANC going to lose big time, bigly. They're going to lose. This election will be between Mr. Weah and Mr. Boyka. That's where the election is going to end. ANC may likely come in the 5th place because right now Tewo Gonglo is in the 3rd place. Make no mistake. Don't let anybody fool you and say, oh, we got a 3rd place for ANC. No. Nowhere. You put Tewo Gonglo here today, you put Comey here today, Tewo will defeat Comey big time, bigly too. So Comey is just a guy who always qualify for our election, but he's not going nowhere. All right, he's not going nowhere. So here's the thing here now. One of the reasons why Louis Brown is acting like they kind of wild political ruffians, he is a very old school smart dude. Remember, Louis Brown is a very old school smart dude. You know how he working around commies? He doing it with a very smart sense of control. The guy know that one, Louis Brown knows that Cummings is desperate. Yes, he know that Cummings is very, very desperate. And Cummings know nothing about politics. Cummings will never question anything because he's a political novice. Louis Brown understands those three things. So what is he doing? He was brought into the party because few people say, you know what, this man got a way of making things to work. And he coming sitting down over there with no sense of understanding what he said from the beginning, that past performance will predict future performance. We can keep doing the same thing over and over. He never bothered himself to say, you know what, let me ask this guy a few questions. Let me sit across the table and ask this guy here. Let me present my vision to this man and let's see what he can do to help, extend and expand my vision. Cummings never did that. Why he didn't do that? Because he's desperate. And a desperate man is a blind man. And that's why he did. Cummings never sat down with Louis Brown to have a conversation with him. He just accepted Louis Brown because of what other people tell him. But this is a man who said he came from Coca-Cola, right? This is a man who said he served as secretary at Coca-Cola. That position means nothing. Cummings just took that position, but he got no way to show the Liberian people what he did in that role. You know, when they say not all executive positions are created equal, that is Cummings right there. You and I know Louis Brown, especially when you're a very honest person. You can just bring the man. Now, the way Louis Brown is operating now, do you think that is Cummings' own vision for Louis Brown? No. That's not the way you see Louis Brown behaving. That is not Cummings' vision for Louis Brown. All right? That is not coming for Louis Brown. Yes. All right. So they call Vic here now. Vic, you using some words in here. You're gonna be banned now, right? You're gonna be banned. It is one thing for men to be violent, but for women to be violent is very, very bad. So, Vic, I'm gonna pick up my laptop. You are going to be banned from the platform here. Somebody was right. Somebody was right. The last time I told you, I said, you got ballot behind you, but you think I was joking. You got ballot behind you. You got ballot behind you, Vic. So, see you. See your live wall. Right now, you in the chamber. You know when the people going to be on death row, they can tell you, you got any last thing to say? No, sorry, Vic. No, sorry. You have to control your emotion. When you control your emotion, you'll come back here next time. And I run my show. You don't use that kind of behavior on there. Yes. You see, the thing you don't learn from home, the thing you don't learn from other group, when you come here, we'll fact check you here. Yes. So you're gonna be banned from the show here. Instead of you come here to learn here, you won't come to be a troublemaker here, we'll let you go. And I will really not scream for somebody who can tell me, say, oh Randy, I beg you, please I'll go. No. When I finish with Honor, then you'll hear what you are going to tell me here. So Vic, you are going to be banned. Yeah, you gotta control your behavior. You're a woman. You can't just be getting involved with people like that. And I'm at Aaron Tower. You're not going Aaron Tower. You want me to point the TV room? No, she can't go to the TV room right now. And you can't go to the TV room right now. Let me see here. All right. We'll point the TV room. I'll put a computer and I will point the TV room. We'll put in the TV room. Let's put in the TV room smart. She just came on the TV room again because the last time she said she was in the TV room. Now she just in the TV room. So Vic, you gotta control your behavior. All right? Control your behavior. All right? Control your behavior. Control your behavior. Let me show you Vic small. Let me show you Vic small. Man, I'm your favorite order, man. There go your sister fake oil. So we'll put the TV room. Yeah, we'll put the TV room. That's what the guy that be easy on us. So they will get the TV room. And they will get the TV room. They will get the TV room. I know some of you guys said you ready. You will put again in the TV room. All right. So what we do here is we're not put Faith in the TV room. Faith will be here today. Faith will stay here today. With the power invested in me, Faith will be on the platform here today. And when you hear all the G's tomorrow, everybody gonna say, some people gonna use it against me. I'm gonna say, my man Jay ready, you have a statue. You say, well, we'll put in the TV room, you put in the TV room. So I said, we're no TV room too. All right, so but anyway, she appealed to us. Yeah, she appealed. Let me see what book I'm gonna say. Here. Everybody here talking shit. Everybody talking shit. Everybody talking shit, right? In the cause of the people, the struggle continues. So we'll keep big here, okay? We'll keep big here. We understand her right now. We'll keep her right here. And we go. Faye was in the TV room before, so she keep on us. I put in the TV room. I put in the TV room. All right. So let's get back. But Vic, I mean, you can disagree with me all you want, but I want you to show to your friends that you can have a civil conversation. That is the objective here. You disagree with me on the issue, but don't disagree with me on. I mean, you're welcome. Disagree with me on the issue, you can come and say, "Look, Chief Randy, I differ with you and stuff like that. Yeah, I differ with you and stuff like that. My man, you leave here, look. Tonight, Vic on a special privilege tonight. Vic is on a special privilege tonight. You know how the president in America can say we'll pardon certain people. So with a weak power invested in me, I'm going to pardon her today. So I'm going to pardon her today. All right, you can go on there, go spot my knee. We gotta invite people who support Cummings here, but we just gotta let them know that Cummings is not up to the task, right? All right, so let's get back here. Vic will remain here for now. All right, so every one of you guys keep your eyes on Vic. She's now on what we describe as the last straw, so she's now on probation. Yeah, she's on probation. And if she violates her probation, then she will be going in the TV room. So guys, y'all help me out here, right? I only have 2 eyes. You guys have other eyes, so you keep your eyes on Vic. Yes, all right. So let me progress. So, you see, Louis Brown is a very smart guy for Cummings. He's very smart. And I think ANC people need to listen to what I'm about to say here. You see, Louis Brown, after Taylor left, he went into the poverty range, used all his money, never had no investment anywhere, all right? So he started making noise behind Ellen, and Ellen called him and gave him the Minister of Information. Now you imagine that everything that Ellen was doing, Louis Brown would favor this. But this is a guy who worked with Taylor against Ellen. But because Ellen has some heart for him, she decided, to give him this job. Now he's out of position. The man is catching hard time because he wastes most of his money out there. Yes, he wasted most of his money out there. So what he's doing now is this, right? Louis Brown feels that the only way he can get money from Cummings. So Louis Brown is looking at Cummings' political ignorance to politics, and he's looking at Cummings' desperation. Those are the 2 things that he's using against Cummings, and he's using it very smartly. Now, think about a guy who is now working. He's totally out of job, a broke guy in the country. And the country itself is the major employer in the country is the government. He had a government job and he lost the job. And he doesn't have the qualification to go work in any private sector. So what is he doing? Sitting down, broke guy, going to one friend, asking them for maybe $500, $200 to give him, put in a back pocket. By the time you know the week over, he used it off. Now, he's unemployed. He got no investment. He got nothing. Guess who came knocking on his door? Cummings. Cummings came knocking on his door. When he opened the door, he see Cummings say, there go my opportunity. A broke ass as me, I got nothing to do. What can I do for this guy here who is so desperate? This guy they call Cummings is so desperate and he politically ignorant. What can I do for this guy? And what can I do for this guy? All right, I'm going to use his desperation to my benefit. So what he's doing now is he said to himself, I'm going to put protests out there. The purpose of the protest will compel Cummings to give me money all the time. So Louis Brown is coming with protest. Yeah, we need to go for publicity out of the media. Protest, people going to protest. We got to send people in the community. So how much you need? Well, I think I will need about $50,000. And then Cummings will get him that money. So Louis Brown will use the desperation of Cummings to keep getting money from Cummings. That's what Louis Brown will be doing, to keep getting money from Cummings. He's not going to go and start preaching about Cummings vision. No, preaching about Cummings vision will not get him any money. He trying to do things that will rally people out, because those things are meant to bring people outside and give them money. So Louis Brown is using the desperation of Alexander Cummings to his broke advantage. He's broke, so Cummings going to give him money, because he's going to say, Cummings, you're going to protest. So that protest is not just today protest. Along the road, Louis Brown people going for protest, because the more protest Louis Brown carry out for Cummings, the more money he gets. Why? Because he using the desperation of Alexander Cummings. Cummings is so desperate for this power here that he is out of his mind. He doesn't think. He doesn't assess things. So he allowed Louis Brown to use him. So you see, Louis Brown will never be professional. He will never be like a really political campaign manager. No. All Louis Brown will want to do is to focus out there on people out there who will be, because you know, every time there's a rally, what happened? These kids want t-shirts, they want water. So the guy is not working. Think about somebody who is not working. How does he survive? He has to find a way to survive. That's why when I tell you, good for nothing coming people there, they just want to kind of, look, the entire coming people that I met in America here, I will not lie to you. Some of them, they are professional people in their own right. But when it comes to political strategy, the common people don't have it. They may be doctors, nurses, I give it to them. But when it comes to political strategy, they ain't got it. They don't have it. They are completely blind to these things. When it comes to money, they got money. But you know, but some of us, for me, I'm not greedy for money. If I was greedy for money, I was still going to be over there. If I was greedy for money, I was still going to be over there, lying to them, doing X, Y, and Z. Yes. All right? Lying to them. But I'm not greedy for money. I just like to tell people the truth. Louis Brown is broke like a check hole rat. The man wallet so flat that when he sit down, he don't feel nothing on his butt, because nothing in the wallet. All right? That man got the money, he got 1, 2 pays to brush his teeth, from what I understand. No disrespect. But from what I understand, he got nothing. But today now, he enjoying himself now. He is enjoying himself because he has found Cummings to be a very good, insignificant person. There are some people who ran Cummings' campaign in 2017. I'm not going to call their name yet, but they know who they are. Those two individuals, it was my understanding that Cummings put $1 million into a bank in Liberia to run the campaign. Cummings went to Nigeria. By the time he came back, one of the guys completed a house in 3 months' time. The other one bought a very nice Mercedes-Benz in America here. When Cummings came back, the money was reduced to $500,000. He said, but I just went to Nigeria, I came back. What happened to the money here? They fuck him up. They fuck him up. That's why they do. They fuck him up. But Cummings cannot learn because he's a political novice. And he's going to lose. Because you see, the people around Cummings, they just want to drain from Cummings. Remember, I told some of you guys, there are some people in the town here that are struggling here. Look at the few they do all that on the East Coast here. You see the rain, the cold, how everything. People don't want to be in the team forever. They're getting all around here. So what they're doing, they're finding every way to go over there. Now, there are people who also on the ground who say, my man, we belong on the ground, or they got Louis Brown there. You think Louis Brown will come work with a guy from ANC from America here? No. Louis Brown want to protect Mr. Cummings so that Mr. Cummings can believe in him and gain the control. So right now, political ruffian Louis Brown is taking control of that party now. But some of the good for nothing people here will not understand what Jay Randy is saying here because they are politically blind. They will not understand what Jay Randy is saying. But Louis Brown is like what we used to call disclose on your skin. American man, when they can call it cancer. He is spreading in that party little by little. Louis Brown, number one goal is to have full control over Cummings. So it will come a time that your Mariah thing there, they will step on Mariah's head. That your Musa Bede thing there, they will step away. The only thing Louis Brown is worried about is the message that we're putting out here to stop Benin Liberian from going out there to protest. If Louis Brown get lucky and get more turnout in a protest, everyone around Louis Brown, including those in the diaspora, they will be under Louis Brown control. Because Cummings will say, there go the man over there. And that way he will fuck Cummings up big time. Because he will start dictating to Cummings. And Cummings will start falling for it. Remember, the desperation of Cummings is the one that will damage Cummings today. The desperation of Alexander Cummings will destroy him today. You see, when you are desperate, you are bound to make poor decisions and poor choices. And that will harm Cummings today. Don't take my word for it. I just want you to follow what I'm saying. Observe Mr. Cummings. This is not science to say 2 + 2 = 4. No. I'm telling you the behavior. I'm giving you a function of input and output. Mr. Louis Brown has seen the weakness of Cummings, and that weakness is his desperation. And Mr. Cummings has understood the interest strategy of using that to his advantage. And how does he go about doing it? Bringing things out there that Cummings feel will give him some sense of relief. Let's go out there and protest. And we tired suffering here. Now, when you're in your rest state of mind, you listen to Joe Biden today, and lamenting about the food scarcity and food security in the world, giving you things that led to food challenges in our country, and giving money to say, okay, we want to work with you guys, but then you got Louis Brown coming here and telling Cummings. That's why I say, which part of Cocoa Club they coming really work? Because they think that Cummings can do. I don't know about some of you guys, but if you actually working in America here, and you in some role of good position, and you see how Cummings behaving, let's be honest here. You may be an ANC person, but you'll be there. Especially, let's say, for example, there's a man who say we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. Then you start doing the same thing and bringing the West people in. Come on, let's be honest here. Some of you guys want to church it, they go Sunday. You guys are brave, I don't go to your churches because your pastor, then, all right, yeah, you're fucked up. They're fucked up. All right? But let me just bring that in a little bit here. The Bible says, behold, all things have become new, and all things pass away. I don't know how they say that thing. Behold, all old things become new. Somebody will quote that thing for me. But this man said we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. But he bringing people who are very evil to this country. To this country. To his party and to the face of the Liberian people. What sense does that make to Cummings? Do you think, you see, one thing about the United States, I don't care how not so smart you are, because the country is built into structure. That's why God Cummings like this today. Yes. He invited me to Indiana to go to a big year. He never go flog me in that place. He never can go flog me over there. I went to Indiana in 2012. Yes. No, 2012. No, 2001. Yes. 2001 I was in Indiana. Yes. And 2009. No, 2000. I was there in 2001. And I went there in 2013. There's a place in Indiana called Muncie. Yeah, Muncie. I was in Indiana in Muncie. You got to get off the highway, go all the way in Zogana Lake Town over there. I used to travel around. Yeah, I used to travel around back in the days. Travel around to go do some work there for my company. Been around for a long time. Let me tell you now, you're fucked up the place. Play president well over there, yes. Yes. Yeah, I was in Indianapolis. I got a friend there in Indianapolis. I got a picture right over there. If you want me to show you the picture, I'll show you the picture. And went to Indianapolis, were there. And if I wanted to go to Purdue University, when I first came here, Purdue University was on my list. I wanted to go to Purdue University, one of the renowned university down there. Yeah, Purdue University. And then they got the Indiana and Purdue University where Amos Sawyer taught as well too. Yes, but it's a very good place. So I went to Indianapolis. I was there with one of my men. I don't want to call the man here because when I call the man here, oh, I just ready, friend. Let me go talk. No, I'm going to call the man here. But he been in that place for a very long time. And then on a company trip, I went to Muncie. Yes, I went to Muncie and stuff like that. Indiana, Indiana is so funny. When you go around Indiana, by the time you make one mistake, you go on the highway. That place so small. By the time you make one mistake, you're on the highway. So when that time, I went around there. Purdue is one of the best universities in the world. Yes, it is. Yes. Yeah, especially with the mechanical engineering program. Very strong. Yes, very strong. You see, Vic, you talking to somebody that know stuff. I told you guys we keep the country on scholarship. So we did our due diligence. We did our due diligence. All right? All right. Let me progress here. Indiana, we think about it. They used to have one little more there in Indianapolis there, way back. Yeah, way back, went to the mall. I don't went to the mall, we just entered the mall, went there, we hit the B one message at the end of the mall. I said, end of the mall, yeah. I said, damn it. Hey, look. Somebody say, please start cautioning the issue. You don't control what I say here, Nelson. You don't control what I say here. All right? You don't control what I say here. When I say you're fucked up, that's my signature word. When I say you're good for nothing, people, that's my signature word. I cannot change that. You want to change it? Let Comey go tell the truth. You see, the way Comey behave will continue to increase me like this. All right? Yes. So let me progress here. Even the Joe Biden, you see over there, when they among themselves, when Joe Biden among his staff for the in that place, when they look around, nobody outside or their circle. Joe Biden is there and say, what the F wrong here? Don't you know? Please. Top dignitary, then they use those things then. All right? So it's not called, it's my signature word to signify certain things. When I use those words, that means I'm talking about something that they play fucked up. All right? It fucked up. And I say you. But the fucked up is the behavior, is the event, is the terrain and stuff like that. So let's get going. Let's get going. Yes. All right? Let's get going. So remember, Louis Brown is a very smart but old school politician. What is he using Comey on right now? Comey desperation. Comey is so desperate that he is not paying attention around him, and Louis Brown is using him at all costs because he's desperate. And like I said, if that protest succeeds, Louis Brown will become the new first red-head man to Comey. And that way he will destroy Comey. Because he will start to tell Comey, you see, we'll try the thing at work now. Yes. That's why you see he came up with a strategy and said, look, we're not going to tell the people we're going to protest. We're just going to tell the people say we're going to rally. He think he's smart to tell people that, oh, let's tell the people we're going to protest. I mean, we're going to rally. We're not going to do this. But he is actually planning to go and protest, thinking that the protest will stick, thinking that the protest will create distraction. But the stupidity and lack of understanding of the ANC folks and the people around Mr. Comey, they making Mr. Comey to look like a dummy. Now, you listen to all the African leaders at the African Summit. They are there pushing for freedom of speech, freedom of expression, doing away with dictatorial government. And then Comey going to go protest. He making George Weah Day. He making George Weah Day. That's what he's doing. Because when Americans look there and say, oh, who protesting the opposition? Matt McCarthy will just turn around and look at his boss, the guy who was president George Weah, his son. He will just look at him and say, my man, your man down here doing well. Yeah, but what happened? Man, the opposition are protesting here today. And by the time we are getting that country, you just tell all the people that listen to him, let the people not go on the street and do anything. He even said it in Washington, D.C. He said they can protest. What will not fail the manager break it at all? And Comey is playing into that nonsense thing. Comey is playing into that nonsense thing. A very, very stupid idea on his part. All right? So, they will go out there to go protest, and Mr. Weah will enjoy that. Yes, he will enjoy that. And nothing will come from it. It will just be to Mr. Weah's advantage that as president, he allowed people to protest. And what will make it so nice and sweet to Mr. Weah's advantage, like what Donald Trump always say, my African brother over there. Mr. Weah will look at that guy and Matt McCarthy. Matt McCarthy, You see that guy over there, that chancellor, man, they used to prosecute people when they protested. He's the one leading the protest. Oh my God, man. For real? Yes. Man, you're a good guy, man. So, but you think Louis Brown care for those negative things? No. Remember, why he doesn't care? Because he is getting some little money to put in a back pocket. The more he put people in the street, coming will be compared to get him money. Because he is like the field operation guy now. We got people on the field now. We got food soldiers out there. We need money. Come here, say you're getting man money. You're getting man money. You're getting man money. That he gonna fuck comes up. Gonna fuck him up good. He going to fuck him up good. That's what he gonna do. In the end, Cummings will lose. All right. Let's take a break from Cummings a little bit here and come to the Secretary of State. How many of you guys listened to the Secretary of State when you were introducing George Weah? I had the opportunity to listen to this today. You know what I saw in that man, it was what we call the real family value. All politics aside. What really struck me after making few comments, he said, Mr. President, and he was referring to George Weah now. I was in Doha. I watched the U.S. men's soccer. And your son, I'm not saying the way he said it directly. I'm just trying to like weave my way in between. But he said, your son, when he scored a goal, I was excited. But when I turned around, I look at your face, I want to see your expression. You see, in this country, some of you guys were, Nigeria, sir. Look at these good for nothing insignificant people there. Y'all fucked up in the place. Y'all fucked up in the place. You're just in the people country for nothing. You're just in the people country for nothing. Yes. All right? Yeah. That was to the very end there. You're just in the place for nothing. Did you hear that man saying the man that Liberian man, American man? No. He said when I look, so he spoke from a parental perspective. But you guys in the opposition, you spoke from a head position perspective because they're not your children. And you know when your son or daughter play for any big club in the town here, you'll be passing around with your good for nothing. Oh, my son play for that. My son play for that. You're fucked up. Now I don't go to your churches. And that's why I will always use my word fucked up. Because your behavior is one of the reasons why I keep using fucked up. Because you know when you're in that thing, you will be showing all your 32 teeth. But because they're not young, then you want to put inside things. All right? That's why I always say you're fucked up. You're fucked up. You like it, go. But I will tell you the truth. You're fucked up. You're fucked up. So what the man said, he said, when your son scored the goal, I turn around and look at you. He was looking at him from a parent's perspective. That message he was sending means that any parent would be proud of their son. He was not speaking to President Weah as president of Liberia or his son being an American citizen. No. He was telling him, now you see, I was trying to see how you were so pleased. And that why in the end he said, I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That means you are a very good player. You did well. Your son is coming right in your footstep. Positive things. Positive things. His son is not causing trouble around here. He is making significant contribution to the country, the U.S. men's soccer team. Instead of you people going on that field and cheering for that labor, to tell your children that we can disagree with politics, but along someone from our generation, someone from our country is in the country where you got, every one of you are born. That is your future over there. When you are doing the same thing, he will come and praise you as well. When he doing the same thing, let's go. When you're finished with that thing, you put it down. You can't hear again, you can't tell your them. If the rebel then drink Chancellor down, when they say George, we are playing, Prince Johnson rebel then will come and put their gun down. Chancellor will come and put their gun down. Then the BBC people say, I can't believe that thing here. What you see? Well, the Chancellor will put their gun down. The MPFL, the Prince Johnson rebel put their gun down. They listen to the radio. By the time they get over, they take out their gun again, they go outside, they start fighting. If the rebel then can have sense, what more about you gather in the country? And that one would tell me and would make me to say, you're fucked up. You're fucked up. You don't got the brain to think. Your children's future. Teach your child in your way when he or she grow, it will not depart from them. Let me tell you one thing. The children in the country here, they will put your behind them in the nursing home and they will never visit you guys. Those children will put you in the damn nursing home. I've been telling my own answer, I say, when they dare my one folk cannot move, that when I hit in Liberia. Because I'm not going no nursing home yet. But some of you guys, you're fucked up. Those children will put you in the damn nursing home because you're fucked up. You're fucked up. You're not teaching the children any sense of responsibility. You're not teaching them. You're not teaching them. All right? You're fucked up. All of you in the opposition, you're fucked up. Your brain is so weak, you don't even know when to say no to certain things and yes to certain things. Yes, you're fucked up. All right? So when I made that remark, I was like, yes. This is a true American dream come true. This is it right here. This is it right here. You see the Serena sister, when they play that tennis, their father, mom, and other relatives on the field. Most of the athletes there who got their children there around here, they're playing around here. LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony Son playing basketball together. Everybody looking, yeah. Do you know that LeBron James' parents, they are descended from Jamaica? Yes. All right? But in the LeBron Saturday night, LeBron James' son were playing. LeBron, man, y'all fucked up in that place. Y'all fucked up. I'm telling you guys are fucked up. Until you start getting things right, you're fucked up. Yes, you're fucked up. All right? You're fucked up. Now, let's come to Joseph Boyka. Man, Joseph Boyka, I don't want to put Joseph Boyka. The man who lied to a fuller man, but they better go business here. Joseph Boyka does not come outside to retell that story and apologize to the fuller people. He's not going to be any president in our country. I'm telling you now. Joseph Boyka does not come outside to reaffirm to the current generation that I lied to a fuller man. Joseph Boyka can bring thousands of people behind him on the street in Liberia. He's not going to win anything because he's another guy who fucked up too. He's a fucked up man. Joseph Boyka is a fucked up guy too. He lied too much. And his man Costa over there know very well that he lied on his platform. And Costa himself don't even want to come out to say anything. Costa himself is fucked up too. He fucked up. He fucked up. He know the man lie. He continue to support the man. I challenge anybody right now. Take the video to Joseph Boyka and say, you see the guy they call Jay Rain? Look at him right there. That man said you told a story to Costa how you lied to a fuller man. Is that true or not true? Even the journalists that cannot even walk to Boyka. These journalists too, they are good for nothing, people. These journalists that they're good for nothing. They're fucked up too. All the journalists, they're fucked up. These guys, they're fucked up. I don't know why you gotta be, I know some of you guys are bold in the town. And I understand, and I got it. All right? I understand, and I got it. But these journalists, then, they are fucked up too. Fucked up. You hear something. Why can't you go and reach out to Joe Boyka and take the... Somebody go for me, China. You hearing that kind of news. Walk out to Boyka and say, look, Honorable Boyka, with all due respect, did you ever tell a story to Costa about a billy goat? That you sold a billy goat to a fuller man, you attempted to sell it, but the billy goat was not healthy. You turn around, you get a billy goat, soil and water. Is that true? What you will be doing is you will be exposing the lies that Joseph Boyka continues to live with. It's one thing to lie, but it's another thing to live with lies. Joseph Boyka is living with lies. Cummings is living with lies. Very, very bad. On the other hand, Cummings is desperate. Cummings is living with lies. Joseph Boyka is living with lies. Joseph Boyka is deceptive. Cummings is desperate. Joseph Boyka is deceptive. That means the old man lied too much.
I hope you don't.
Yes. Okay. All right. He sent out misinformation out there too much.
I hope you don't.
Yes. All right. He sent out misinformation out there too much. He sent a lot of misinformation out there too much. So, in order for Joseph Boga to be trusted, he must come out to tell you guys the truth. He got to come out to tell you guys the truth. I know Mr. Weir already said something about Joseph Boga, how he get it, man, some kind of had something. That one, Mr. Weir already said Joseph Boga did not say anything because that one it was true. But the story that Joseph Boga told that some of you guys were not around, and I'm repeating the story here. Cummins Umpa, he is ought to Cummins now himself to admit the truth. Yes. Cummins need to admit the truth. That's all Cummins needs to do. And the truth that Cummins need to admit, you saw the video where he was asked, have you ever applied for a passport before? He lied on that one. So you know the video already. So there's no way you can argue the case. But Joseph Boga need to be asked again. Again. Joseph Boga must be asked by any journalist in our country and said, did you sell a sabbatical to a Fuller man? And he rejected the sabbatical, and you told Costa, this is how you should say it, guys. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. This is how I want you to say it exactly. I want you to say this. Honorable Boga, according to you on Costa's show, you took a sick baby goat to a Fuller man. No, you took a baby goat to a Fuller man that you said was not healthy. You tried to sell it, but the Fuller man spot the goat to be sick, and you took the goat back and fed the goat with salty water and brought the goat back and told the Fuller man it was a different goat. And the Fuller man bought the goat. Is it true? Let Joseph Boga tell you something other than saying, yes, I'm right, or it is not true. I'll give up on him, but he know that thing is true. Joseph Boga, that's somebody you won't go trust. He's very, very deceptive. He's a tribalistic guy, and he does not believe in promoting young people. Joseph Boga will be in that party there until I don't know when. But if any young man think that he's going to be in any competition with Joseph Boga, you're wasting your time. That's who Joseph Boga is. So these guys, then, they don't want the young people to take power in our country. Cummins don't believe in promoting young people ideas in his party. He bringing in old school guy like Louis Brown to use him. Boga, on the other hand, with his deceptive politics, don't believe in the young people. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? These two guys, then, they ain't work for them. They are good for nothing people. Let me tell you right now. All right? They are good for nothing people. They are good for nothing people. The Fuller man swear, yeah. Joseph Boga is out to that Fuller man, I'm telling you right now. Until Joseph Boga can come back to tell that truth, I'm never going to trust Joseph Boga. And you should not trust him too. If a man can lie to a Fuller man and trick the man, who he cannot trick? You know why Ellen did not trust Joseph Boga? There's so many things that Ellen did not trust Joseph Boga. That's why it is. Let me see what time is here. I said we're leaving from here by 9 something. I mean by 8 something. Because we started at 7:46. Yes, I think we're going over the time now, guys. We're going over the time. So let's stop here. All right, let's stop here. And I don't know where we'll be live tomorrow. I don't know where we'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. We will be talking to Morovia. I'm not too sure because I got a long place to go. Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah. And you know, Joseph Boga that sick man. You need to go to the hospital. All Joseph Boga supporters here, you need to bring up a medical record. That thing you're doing when you put up you put up a somewhere that he cannot stand, you'll be in serious trouble. So guys, I would like to say a big thank you for the special broadcast. Thank you for the turnout. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully by Saturday or Sunday, there are some video that we'll receive. We'll be doing the video analysis. So if you get any video out there that you think I need to analyze, please send them my way. I'll be selecting the videos and then we'll start to analyze them. Yes. Somebody that Vic, that Costa you go, man. Costa will put you in a kingdom that got no pillow. By the time you get on DC, you finish. Let me tell you right now. You must go through Costa here. He cannot be trusted. Costa will put you in a kingdom that got no pedal. Costa will put you in your car that going down the hill that got no brake and no wheel. You must go back Costa. That man that bone crook. He's a bone crook. Yeah, Didi was so crooked people around here. Let me tell you right now. So then, I see you guys. Y'all have yourself a blessed day, blessed time. Hopefully by tomorrow, let's see how the day goes. But I would like to say a big thank you to every one of you guys. And again, thanks to the president of Liberia. Thanks to the good people here. I criticized the president for almost 3 years. And I'm not here to say, oh, because I'm talking the thing about the president. No, what I'm saying are things that the president doing. And there are some that he's struggling with, and I will come and say, yeah. But that doesn't mean that I'm supporting the president 100%. No, I'm only supporting the good thing he's doing. And by the way, before I leave, they got a call Jerome Chile. Yes, so he wrote me a letter, not letter, but a text message, and apologizing to me, and said he only said that because he was out of character, he was emotional. I said, my man, you just find a church in Washington D.C. there, or just go to Ocean City and go join the Atlantic Ocean and take a holy bath, and But he did send me a text message, and said that he was just joking. He watched my show. In fact, he told me on that day when I met him, he watched my show and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's what it is. People say things. It's only up to you to, forgive them. For me, I don't care for them. You say something for me today, tomorrow when I see you, you doing the right thing, I will praise you. Yes. So, thank you guys so much. Thank you for the turnout. I enjoy it. Send me any video. We'll be looking at different issues here. The comments people who stay here, thank you for staying here. Thank you for being strong. The ANC, the Unity Party people, thanks for being strong here. When you stand on the platform, you go anywhere, you'll be very strong because we are building you a conscience and a sense of how you should look at things from the other angle and not just from one angle. So thank you guys so much for the opportunity. Joseph Boca people, thank you. And the CDC people, thank you very much as well too. So until then, God bless you guys. Have yourself a pleasant night. Holiday is coming up. Make sure you get a little gift, all right, for your kids and everybody. But I will see you guys again. Thank you guys so much. I see you guys. I'm tired. I'm beat. Yes, I'm tired and I'm beat. I haven't drank any water here. All right? You tell all the ANC people that used to be here that run away from me. I love them. Oh, God bless them. And you wish them happy Christmas and a prosperous New Year. All right? Yeah, so I see you guys. Good night to everyone. Children is out. Bye-bye. Oh, yes, Mother Africa. Always, man. That's what you get every morning, man. Every afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you, good afternoon to you, wherever you are. This is J. Randy here. This is what I do in my spare time. Listen to some African music because it is our heritage. All roads started from Africa back to Africa. Yes, that's why it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday. Share the video. We have a very interesting discussion here. I want somebody to do me a favor, please. Yes. Somebody out there do me a favor. I need a special sedition to come over here. And that sedition name is Joanna Zulu. Yes. I am calling. This is a SOS call for Joanna Zulu. So if you're joining me and you know Joanna Zulu, please try to get her here. As she appears, whatever I'm doing, I will stop and then I will address what I want Joanna to understand. So if you're out there and you know Joanna Zulu, please tell her to come on the show now. Please, yes, it is an SOS call for Joanna I keep saying Louis. Joanna Zulu, yes. Somebody please tag Joanna Zulu to come on here. She can only come here for 5 minutes maximum. Please, yes, please tell Joanna Zulu to come here for 5 minutes. Yes, I need her. I need her to be on the show for 5 minutes. Yes. Yes, I need her to be here for 5 minutes. So anybody out there who knows Joanna Zulu, please tell her to come here. I got a very important message for Joanna Zulu. Sedition out there, Liberians who are friends with Joanna Zulu, please tell her to come here, please. I need her, yes, I need to give her a very important information. So if you are aware of Joanna Zulu, please tell her, yes. Yes, Joanna Zulu, please, someone please tag Joanna Zulu to come and join us here. Yes. If you're doing the sharing, I appreciate that. If you're doing the sharing, I do appreciate that. But my primary target is nobody else but Joanna Zulu. So if you know where she is, please try to tag her here. All right? Yes. Let me see a few people here. I see Tom Tour. He said he's from 9th Street. Damn it. 9th Street, my area over there, my man. 9th Street is my area. Damn. 9th Street is my area, man. We used to come from Jokwintown Market. We park by Baker Apartment. We park by Botier and Horse. I don't know what part of 9th Street you live. I don't know what on the beach side or on the other side. If you live on the beach side of 9th Street, then of course you will be around where they used to have the old UC. Yeah, the old UC. Then you go on the beach. Yes, that was the other side there. Yes, and from there you go to 10th Street. 10th Street there they used to have the chicken bakery down there. I think it was Baker Bakery, something like that. And then you go on the beach. Yes, and then when you're walking along the road there, go a little bit down to 8th Street. Then from there you will see Don Bosco and stuff like that. So yeah, so guys, ladies and gentlemen, anybody who know Joanna Zulu, please get her on here. If she gets here while I'm carrying on the discussion, I will pause and stop. Benito Chie, good afternoon to you. I'm greeting all the people for the first time here, guys. So please don't. What happens on the side of Coleman Avenue? Yes, Coleman Avenue. Yes. So that means you are on the side of the Do River side. Yes, the Do River side. Man, look, my man, Tom, you gotta take some picture for me on in a single area and just invite it to me. Damn it, for a long time, see that place. So what we used to do back in the days, we used to come from Jokwintown Market. Because I used to be on 12th Street in the hole. So we'll come to Chopintown Market. I don't know how long you live in that area, but I'm just going to give you some picture of what we used to experience before. Again, I need Joanna Zulu to be here. Anyone knowing where Joanna Zulu is, please tag her on this, inbox her and tell Joanna Zulu I need to see her here right now. It is very important. Yes, it is very, very important that Joanna Zulu is on ABP, all bulletin points or all point bulletin. So guys, please send the video. We need to get Joanna here. She's holding up us. She's holding us here from moving. So I need to get her here. So let me just talk about Nashville a little bit here, guys. This is almost like what I would say 35 years ago now. So we used to come to Choppertown Market. We come walk all the way down. They used to have a guy they called Didi. Didi used to have his garage over there. You walk through Didi garage, then you go to another store up there, and then you have another guy's store on the side when you walk down. But by then you pop a bottle and then you beat it down the hole there. One guy they used to call Shama, the guy came to America, the guy that brought the first Sylvester Stallone Rambo Part 1 movie. That day the guy came to America, the whole Playboy jail like this. Damn, it was too electric back in the days. Anybody listening to this conversation, they will say, tell me, the bucker can remember. Yes. God, those are way back story, man. Way back story there. What's up, Leroy? So watch that movie down there. The guy was in the AFL, but he was part of the AFL military. Yes. The Liberian AFL had a flight. They had the AFL military arm of the Armed Forces of Liberia. So he traveled through that time, and then he came by, he brought that video. And we all start to watch the video. Yes, we all start to watch the video. That was the first time I ever watched Rambo Part 1. And the one where he went in the town, they drove me all the town and stuff and that. And then because from there you go straight down the whole, you go to my man Dion area there, and then you cross all the Drew River, and then you go to my man Grady, then you beat it between the place there, then you go to our house over there. That was the place. Like I always say, I will tell you guys. People say Monrovia changing. I don't want to lie to you guys unless they build all the roads houses on all the roads. But if I go back to my place, 12th Street, I'm lying to you guys, it would be very difficult for me to miss that place. One, if they remove the ACA Center, then they will trick me a little bit. But I will be very sensitive because the sensitivity in my body will tell me that something is not right. You just get on my antenna, beep. This is 12th Street here. All right, so again, I'm looking to see Joanna Zulu here. Anybody who knows where Joanna Zulu is, please tag Joanna Zulu. I need Joanna Zulu to be on this platform here. Yes, so please tag Joanna Zulu and call her here right now. I need her here. I'm checking the list here. I haven't seen her yet. I'm looking forward to seeing her. Yes. So guys, it is Saturday from my end here, and I would like to say a big thank you to every one of you guys. We sure had a show today in Liberia. The guys then said they are doing some upgrade. Yes, they are doing some upgrade with the station. Where is Jab here? They are doing some upgrade with the station. So we couldn't have the show, and just by way of announcement, tomorrow I might not be doing the afternoon show. Hopefully by the evening time I might be doing the afternoon show. I will try to get in touch with you guys to find out what is going on. Yes, this is election time. We want to get our message into Liberia. So if anybody try to prolong our process, we will have to replace them and find somebody else. Because when we want to get a piece of job done, we have to do it ourselves. J. Randy is sitting here broadcasting into Liberia, and for any reason, when we get any kind of hiccups, we need to clear that hiccups up, because our message into Liberia need to be consistent and non-interfering, or nobody should stop our message. So I will reach out to the guys and speak with them after the show and in the morning to get clarity, because this is Saturday. We need to broadcast. Hopefully by week after next Sunday, we will be back in full gear. Again, guys, don't forget to change your time. The time will be changed tomorrow. I think Sunday morning at 2 a.m. Don't forget to put your clock ahead. So that means if you used to get up 6 o'clock, your 6 o'clock will be at 7 o'clock now that you have to get up. All right, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for the opportunity. This is J. Randy here. Firstly, I would like to say thank you to the PLP party. All right, the PLP party has officially joined the CDC party, and that is a very big move by the PLP party. Everybody will come through. All right, everybody will come through. This party of the CDC is party for the people. Young people in our country, that country belongs to you guys. And there's nothing that I will stand or sit here and tell you that I'm not going to be fighting for. That country belongs to you guys. It's up to you guys to make that country better. You are fighting for your children, you are fighting for your generation, and you are fighting for yourself. Don't fight for me. Do not fight for me. Those that are in the country here, don't even bother yourself with them. If you're a Liberian living here or abroad, or elsewhere, outside of Liberia, I want to say this to you. You got a president in our country, a person of Mr. Weir, who is doing everything for the Liberian people and for the future generation. It is not about me. I'm not even sure I'll go back to Liberia. To be honest with you guys, I am not sure that I will go back to Liberia. But what I want you guys to understand, our brothers and sisters we left back there that could not be given the opportunity, you have a president in power who is giving them a reason to believe that they are not only Liberian, but they are grateful to God to be born in a country called Liberia. Because after 176 years, we cannot even compare ourselves to most African countries because of the past leadership inability, refusal, denial to help bring our country to some level of development. So everything they failed to do since 170 years ago, 170 years ago, because I believe Mr. Weir took office 170 years. When the country was celebrating its 170 years, it was when Mr. Weir took office. So he had gone 6 years, and our independence is coming to be 176 years. So whatever Mr. Weir has done for the past 5 years into his 6 years, it is just a little drop in the bucket of all the administration that were over there for all those years. And to see the young people being given the opportunity, that is a dream that nobody could realize to come to reality. And I want Liberians to understand the future of that country is being put before you guys. If you allow anyone that was never part of you, that got no history of being part of you, and because somebody tells you, oh, they meant a representative, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I'm telling you now, good luck with that. Because those guys that you see coming and pretending that they care for you, they don't care for a damn about you. They do not care for a damn about you. They don't care about you. I grew up like many of you guys. The only thing here is I took good note when I was growing up. I saw things, I recorded, I kept it. The opportunity that Mr. Weir is giving to the young people today, it was never given to any youth population. Benjamin Selvi, Honor Charles Taylor, Benjamin Selvi that you used to see on the stupid play the gospel network, he became the first youth chairman during the Taylor time. What did Benjamin Selvi do for the youth? Absolutely nothing. Benjamin Selvi in the air robbed the Liberian youth. He took $45,000 and ran away and came in the country here. That is just his recent history, in addition to what they did to many of you guys, uncle then, auntie then today, who are now the senior in your family. People rob them out of their future. So if you sit over there and think that people who live in America tell you, oh, Boca is this, Boca is that, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. You are wasting your time, folks. You are wasting your time. But before we get to the main story here, the reason I wanted for Joanna Zulu to come here, we're not going to wait for her now because it's taking long. There was a conversation taking place on Facebook, and this gentleman I spoke about yesterday called Toyo Harris. He had tagged me on a conversation that was taking place, and he wanted me to address the issue. Let me say this to you guys, Sedition. CDC party started since 2004. It became very active in 2005. There are many seditions that are not in the spotlight as you know them. So it will not be a good thing to prejudge anyone without even knowing who that person is. So this guy they call Toyo Harris, he tagged me on some type of conversation that was taking place between he and Joanna, and I want to address that. I'm not going to address it with my mouth. The reason the guy came up to me because I had the reservoir of audio, video, picture, and everything. And this guy's name is called Toyo Harris. I want you to look him up. His name is Toyo Harris. I think Joanna was trying to say something about him, but she was dead wrong. She was dead wrong. Sometimes we can have political party friendly fire because of misinformation. It happens. Sometimes when you're walking in the public, you see somebody going inside, the person go there, you go inside, the person go there. Usually what I usually do, I just stand and say, okay, you choose your way you want to go. I just want to just address that with this little video here, right? So let's get to the video here to show you that here so you can get to see what I'm talking about here, right? Okay. So many of you guys will remember in 2021, December 29. December 29. You guys remember the photo here? Yes. Many of you guys remember the photo here, right? Now you're dealing with J. Randy now, all right? You guys are dealing with J. Randy now, right? All right. So this is 2021. As you can see right on the check here, they got it there for December the 6th, 2021. But this event at the Jamaica Resort took place on December the 29th, 2021. Now, this guy in question by the name of Toyo Harris, I want you to listen to him and listen very well. Listen to Toyo Harris and listen to Mr. Harris very well. So let's go there together so that we can go through the video. We're going to push that video all the way to somewhere like here. Okay? The guy back, you see turning away there, that is the Toyo Harris guy. Let's bring it back. That's not him there. Let's go. That is the Toyo Harris guy over there. All right? So let's bring it back. He's coming and I want you guys to listen. All right? Listen to what he's going to say. Listen. This was captured on the Jida Hot Talk video. Sekou Carrasco got his own and many others. So let's listen to Toyo Harris.
You're celebrating another hut over there. And I haven't seen you since then because you went to Ethiopia right away to the OAU conference. But before I speak to you, I want to beg your indulgence and beg my pardon to my brother so I don't get held in contempt. You still going to hold me in contempt? Oh, you'll beg for me. You'll beg for me. You'll beg for me, okay. But 14 years ago when we started this journey, one thing you kept saying, and it's still in my mind, we need roads. We need roads. We ran 2 successive campaigns based on roads. You are president now and you're delivering your promise of roads. We still need more roads, but you're delivering your promise of roads. For me, My young brother said your legacy is a free tuition. For me, your legacy will parallel the great Dwight Eisenhower when he built the American Road Network. Your legacy will be Liberia Road Network. So, Mr. President, I want to say thank you. And there was a lot of noise coming. I brought my family to prove that Liberia is peaceful. We can come home, bring your family home, bring your children home. All of them are the first time coming. Because my friend is the president, so they got to come. If I don't bring my family, I can't encourage anybody else to come. Right. My brother Fanati brought his family. That's what we need to do. So if you're watching me on radio land or TV land, but you brought your family along time. You wife right by your side, and that's how it's supposed to be. You know, but you got to bring your families home. Your children got to see Liberia. This is our home. And they fight against dual citizenship. We get in there, we're going to win that fight. A Liberian is always a Liberian. Our children are Liberian. And thanks for that effort. Thank you.
Well, before we recognize the president, will you up this chair?
Okay. So, if you know where Joanna Zulu is, please share the video with Joanna Zulu. Toyo Harris is one of the founding members of the CDC. But he's a guy that when you say, what are you doing for living in America? That's Toyo Harris. Toyo Harris is a very professional guy in this country. He supports CDC religiously, and he's a diehard fan of Arsenal. I came across this guy in 2010, and his love for CDC has no price that can be bought. So I want to say to you, the young clinicians, there are some clinicians that are not looking for a job, but they love the party and they love George Weah. And one of them is the person you just saw. He's not on social media going all around as a clinician. No. The next video I will bring, the same program, Mr. Weah came out and recognized him. The same video, Mr. Weah came and stood up and recognized him and said, you see Toyo over there? When we were in New York, he used to do X, Y, and Z. So you just got to be very friendly with people. This is just an open advice. Because as the conversation was going on, he tagged me and said, J. Randy, tell the people about Toyo Harris. You see, for God and me, I got all the ACAs. I have all the ACAs. So when people get stranded, they come to me because I got it. Because it helped to clean other people's record. So I just want to say to my sister Joanna, that Toyo Harris over there. He and George Weah started a long way, even before CDC was founded. Some very good gentlemen. Very good gentlemen. So I just want to share that knowledge with you guys. And please share the video with Joanna. All right? Toyo Harris is a very, very strong man. You call George Weah right now, you tell him about Toyo Harris, he will tell you, what? What happened with Toyo Harris? You heard it, man. He said he brought his family to Liberia to tell people that if I can bring my family, that George Weah government is doing well. I did so because I want other people who are afraid that if I told you I can bring my entire family, then I have to tell other people that they need to bring their part of family too. Isn't that a motivation for everyone who are thinking differently about Liberia? So that is Toyo Harris. He's not a guy who likes to be all over the place. I tell you that one right now. No. Toyo Harris don't like to be all over the place. He's a very, very if you come across Toyo Harris, you will never believe who he is. But they were the boom. Boom. All right? They were the boom. I interacted with them. And I know them. He's a very, very good guy. Yes. Yeah, he's a very, very good guy. So with that being said, I just want to get that out of the way. All right. It's now into our video archive. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very interesting topic here. I want to say this when I started and I just brought in the video. Young people of Liberia, you don't have to take my advice from me, but I just have to tell you, you're the young people in our country. If you ever think that the two guys you see right here, if you ever think that the two guys got any interest in your good luck with your life and good luck with your children, if you ever think that the two guys you're looking at right now, that they got any future for you, good luck with that. Good luck with that. If you ever think this guy and this guy here got any future plan for you, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. I just saw something on my screen, Jenna. They arrested one guy in Michigan for threatening the Michigan governor and threatening Joe Biden. The FBI just arrested him. Somebody be like, bro, you be threatening the president. Somebody just got arrested. Just killed my screen here because I got my self-service. Somebody just got arrested in Michigan for threatening the president, Joe Biden. They not arrest him. Not all the time freedom of speak and go anywhere far. But I will show you that one after the show, right? But I just want to let you guys know because I just canceled a new flash. So that way you can be caught off guard, you know. But let me come back to what I was saying. If you ever think that God at Cummings or God at Booker is in your interest, you might want to think again. You might want to reconsider yourself. We are going to give you guys play-by-play description here. What Cummings always say, past performance can predict future performance, right? What Booker always say, he been around for 45 years. But there are fundamental things that I want you to understand about these people. It's not going to be lie. It's not going to be a story. It's going to be the reality of judging your own sense of direction as to what you want to do. In order, you see, it is one thing to know about somebody, seeing the person every day passing around. But what I want you to understand distinctively is at what time do you look at somebody and say, geez, I got one phone call to make. And the only person that I can make that phone call to is Mr. This, Mr. That. Yes. Oh, I see my man. I forgot it. You asked me whether I'm still here. Yes, I forgot it. I'm still here, Mr. Gotti. You threw me away. And I addressed the issue. I'm very disappointed in you, Mr. Gotti. I'm very disappointed in you. I know you. I see Breach Radio here. I say you're living. Yes. Let me just address. I forgot it. I forgot it. You my big brother. I respect you. But when it comes to professional standard, the code of ethics, you and myself, we had a little bit of issue. If I disagree with you on that, you had your show. For no reason, you don't bring me on the show. I don't see transparency on the show. I don't see transparency on the show. I forgot it. You got your show. You got my number. You call me, I come on your show. But if you did now, you are just sidelined. Though 1847 folks that you always get on your show, they just perhaps told you, say, oh, my man, don't bring J. Randy here. So they're on the show. Because I forgot it, you got my number. My number has not changed. Nothing has happened between you and myself. Why is it that you come on your show on Monday and Wednesday? You can't even text me and say, oh, my piggy, yeah, we coming on. Nothing like that. You just cut off. You cut off. All right? You cut off. So I said it on my show that I was disappointed in you. And I'm going to say it right to you here. I forgot it, but be better. I'm disappointed in you. Yes. I'm disappointed in you. Yes. I am disappointed in you. You ran your show. I'm telling you, Alpha School right now. And you know, back in the day, I had to do the casali in the market. They put it so there. You be telling like this. Putting it, telling my man school. Start calling me. Alpha Gali, I'll call you after the show. I'm live. You interrupted me. All right, Asper. I will call you after the show. Call me after the show. It's just for 1 hour. Let me know the thing and we'll come out together. All right, Asper. But that might be better than here myself. We can fall down, we can get up. And you know, there are certain people that I love to talk to. And you know, we cannot get along on some issue. However, also our politics, we are still good friends. Yes. And you know, Asper Gali is one. Azeba Toba is another one. And you know, Azeba Toba and I, we're not on the same page in politics now. However, we are still together as and, you know, friends when it comes to how they call it, when it comes to just having casual friends. Yeah, can you guys hear me out there? Are you guys hearing me? Let me see. Guys, can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, give me the thumbs up. Can you guys hear me? Let me see it. Are you guys hearing me? I forgot it kept interrupting my call. You can hear me? All right. All right, thank you very much, Victor. Thank you very much, D. Yeah, my phone got frozen right here. You can see I'm moving here. I see all the thumbs on there. Thank you. I said, my man Papa, he put a B in over there. I said, yeah, I can hear. He said, Jimmy, if you can read, you'll see the B in. I see the B in. All right. Tony, TD, Nelson, every one of you guys. I mean, Nelson, TD, thank you. Thanks to every one of you guys. You share the video, all right? You share the video. All right. So let's continue with the conversation here. Yeah, let's continue with the conversation. I see all the thumbs up button there. Let's continue with the conversation. So, I find myself we cannot get along, but you know, I try to tell people the truth. That's who I am, you know. But let's come back to our topic of the day here. So as I was saying, guys, and you guys need to share the video here. If you think that Cummings or Boka is going to give you a future, well, you might want to listen to this and continue to listen to me all the time. These guys don't care for damn about you guys. They don't care for them. And I want you to grab a pen, all right? I want you to grab a pen, all right? Let's grab a pen so that we, as I explain, you will be able to take note. So, this thing, I'm going to put it over here, all right? And I want you to grab your pen as I do for myself. I'm going to do a sketch, and I want you to follow this sketch because when I start to explain, you also will start to fill in the blank on that page. What we're trying to prove here is Cummings and Boka, they're not going to do anything for you. So let's do this. I'm sure you can see this here now, right? So let me see where I can go to draw right here. All right, so we're going to draw something right here. I'm sure you can see that line there, right? We're going to draw one line right here. We're going to draw the other line right here. Right? All right. Now, let's see here. Down here, we're going to put here, did not. All right? I have to black Ashford now, guys. I will have to black Ashford Galley. When he call me next time, I will have to black him because he interrupting my call now. So, Ashford, if you're calling me, please stop. If not, I will black your call. Yes, I will black your call. You've been in the game for a long time, and I hope that you respect me here, my brother, please. So, next time you call, I will black you, Ashford. Yes. All right. So, here, we're going to put Joe Boka right here. All right. Yeah, we're going to put Joe here. And then here, we're going to put Alex here. All right. So do the same thing here. All right. So here we'll put did not. N-O-T right here. All right. So as I explain through all the conversation, I'm going to tell you things that they did not do. And we're going to fill in the blank here. You got the idea? All right. Let's get the ball rolling here right now, folks. Let us get the ball rolling here. I already got my part of sheet here now, right? If you ever think that Booker or Cummings actually care for you, you are absolutely wrong. Now, the first side of that did not do. I want you to put in there, under the first thing, the first word I want you to put there is called economic decision. Underneath there, put economic decision. Yes, underneath they did not do. Put economic decision over there. And here what we're going to do next. All right? Economic decision. I want you to answer the question here for me. This guy they call Alexander Cummings. People always brag about him creating jobs, but he had never created any job that you have seen before. So underneath that type, you want to tell me whether Mr. Cummings ever created a job for any Liberian in our country? I want you to answer that question. Go underneath his name. Go underneath his name. Let's go by again so we can do what we just demonstrated here, right? Let's put it here. All right? Let's put underneath here the economy or economics. The question is, did Ellis Cummings ever create an economic opportunity for you? All right? So what we can do here, we can split it here. Did me? Yes, he did. Did not me or not? He never created it for you. So the question here is, did Alexander Cummings ever give any job opportunity for Liberians? Did he give any job opportunity for Liberians? Did he give any job opportunity for Liberians? I see somebody tell me yesterday, yeah, the man gave, by you working in the man office, eating what I'm talking about. That guy is fucked up. That guy who just answered that question, he fucked up. And he fucked up. He fucked up. If that is job I'm going to create, then we're not going to say anything. He fucked up. All right? This man called himself corporate executive. In 2017, let's go back from 2017. Cummings was working with Coca-Cola in America and assigned in different places. How many Liberians that even work at Coca-Cola ever came out since Mr. Cummings went to Liberia as a politician? How many Liberians ever came out in numbers to say, you know what, we are here to tell the Liberian people that Cummings really increased opportunity within Coca-Cola in Liberia? There is no testimony from anybody. No testimony from anybody. There's no testimony from anybody that ever came out to make such a comment about Mr. Cummings. You know why? Because Mr. Cummings is not only selfish, he was nobody in the company. He was nobody in the company. And the second thing, he got no clue. Cummings got no clue about doing nothing to create job for anybody. But since he came back to Liberia after retiring from Coca-Cola, the man became an angry man. And you know who made him angry? The Liberian people. They made him angry. And do you think he's supposed to get angry? no. Cummings should not get angry. But because that's who he is, a very selfish man. Let me ask you guys a question here. 2005, George Weah went against Ellen. The Liberian people said no. George Weah never got angry with the people. He remained with the people. And he worked along with Ellen to get the country moving. 2011 came, George Weah went against Ellen. He lost again. He never got angry. They stood there, they worked with Ellen. Mr. Weah in his strides tried to work with the United Nations, helping United Nations to create opportunities. To create opportunities. But this guy here, they call Joseph Kaleku, aka Alexander Cummings, aka Protest King Kong. Guess what did he do? He became very bitter in his heart because the Liberian people did not give him the opportunity. They never gave him the opportunity. All right, my man,
qualified, like some of the candidates, they may be more qualified than me. But in pushing the agenda for development, education is very important. But we need men and women that have the political will to make something happen. The body politics in Liberia is different. The people are yearning for people that feel the pain they feel, that share the same situation, that speak the language that they speak. And if you have 3 master's degrees and you cannot understand the language that they speak back home, my brother, you cannot leave from America and become a representative overnight with your 3 PhDs. You've got to get involved. You've got to get involved in youth empowerment. You have to get involved in women empowerment. Our mothers have suffered too much in that country. And there is a need. We talk about the 1325 UN chapter, wherein America and other countries spend a whole lot of money to talk about the women colloquium. But again, the issue of segregation in our country is another problem. Well, people feel that to become a senator, you have to have certain name. You got to be this, you got to be that. But we have breaking the barriers. Somebody, somewhere, had to put the name of Dose Sharif on the map. We did not do it because we had the state resources. Neither did we do it because we were overqualified. It happened because there was a vacuum between the downtrodden masses and those that have. And there still exists a vacuum between the government and the people of Liberia. And if we, as a people, cannot fill up this vacuum, if we cannot go out there and touch the lives of these people, Liberia is headed for danger. No matter who becomes president, it is not that the system is not there. The system is there. But those people that are responsible, that are charged with the obligation, responsibility of making the system work, do not have the political will. They are not patriotic. Like they are not proud of who they are. Liberia is just some other thing to them. When you talk about being Liberia, my man, our country, you know. But this is what we have. And the only way we can make a change except we come together as a people and identify what our problems are. How can we, as individuals, respond to the problems back home? In one of my classes, they talk about direct violence and indirect violence. But what is happening in Liberia right now is indirect violence, wherein you are in a situation where you don't reach your peak, your potential to reach your peak, you are denied of your potential. That means through corruption. If that country is very corrupt and your parents cannot take pay, your father cannot afford to send you to school, and you cannot graduate from 6th grade to go to 12th grade to have BSc and then a master's degree to become a senator or a representative. Right there, you lost your potential value. That is indirect violence. People are saying Liberia is free and fair, there is no fun, but this is the violence that is being perpetrated in our country, where people are deprived of those basic social things, injustices. My fellow Liberians, I have not been inducted, but the work in the Senate is going to be a very tough one, because I live in that country, even though I'm not in the office, but I know a lot of things because I've been following the situation. It's going to be a tough fight. But you know why we can overcome and make a change? That if we as a people can decide that this one senator will make a difference, let our voices be heard. We should be able to have a website. We should be able to tell the Liberian people what our job is all about. What kind of help we need for our people. This country needs help. If only we can look back and understand that Liberia is not about what we get as individuals. Liberia is about the country. How can we move our country forward together as a nation? That is the vision. Empowerment. Decentralization of the government. If you are in Maryland County, you should have the opportunity to go to college in Maryland County. Yeah. Everyone is moving up to Monrovia. Monrovia is overcrowded. The cars, you need to ride a pen to get to anywhere on time, because all the other areas, nothing is there. No school. Even right in Montserrat County, I campaign in the 14 electoral districts, from district to district, community to community. You won't believe that in those villages right in Montserrat County, no school, no hospitals. People walk miles. A woman is pregnant, before they get to Monrovia, that person is dead. People are dying in Liberia not because they don't no medicine, but because of poverty. Poverty is killing our people. And if 2-3 persons that call themselves ministers, that call themselves lawmakers, can come together on a Christmas day or on an Independence Day and say, look, we are going to be in this community today sharing food for the less fortunate children. That is governance. And that is leadership. So it is not about who becomes president, who becomes senator. It's about the leader that has the heart and the political way to make sure something happens to impact the lives of the ordinary Liberians. I cannot say this any better, but this is a challenge. Since I got elected, I just can't sleep. I'm like, I want to do this, and I want to do it at my best. When I played soccer, I was at my best. And everything that I did, every election that I took part in, I won. Maybe there's something about me that God wants me to do something for the Liberian people. And trust me, I'm going to use all of you to help me to do that. Whether Unity Party, whether CDC. If it means that I have to walk to Madam Senator and say, look, you are doing this wrong. You have to do it like this for the Liberian people to feel the impact. I have talked to the president, told about our president. Internationally, you have done well. But how does it affect us here back home? We need to live. The people are suffering. And she said, we're going to see what we're going to do. So all of us, as a people, as a nation, we have a responsibility. And that vision is not only for the CDC. The vision is all of us. It's for all of us as individuals that believe in the flag.